marvelous episode of
The Don and Mike Show.
And today we shall witness an earth-shaking discovery.
Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara.
Oh, who are you guys with? NBC, CBS?
Radio God.
Who gave us jobs in security, show business?
The Don and Mike Show.
We've got a show to do.
Come on, guys. We're on the air.
Have a good show.
Produced by 106.7 WJFK, Washington Superstation.
It's going to be a great show.
All right, well, good luck.
And distributed by Westwood One Entertainment.
We can thank our lucky stars. They're still putting on a program of this caliber after so many years.
Want to participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. Complete contest rules. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
Stay tuned for your chance at $500 for naming the secret song. Only on the Don and Mike Show.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, the Don and Mike Show.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Last time on the Don and Mike Show.
Who you've won the limited edition ABC TV bomber jacket celebrating the show, The Job.
Thank you.
And who's not celebrating that show? You know how you make that show better?
Oh.
You add the word blow. The Job.
Job blow?
No, try it the other way.
The Don and Mike Show.
For all you good, moral, Christian people who are complaining that breasts and vaginas are obscene. Hey, don't complain to me. Complain to the manufacturer. Okay? And although Jesus told us not to judge, I know you're going to judge anyway, so judge sanely. Judge with your eyes open. What do you consider obscene?
You can call Don and Mike anytime, toll free at 1-877-365-3636. That's 1-877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi. Welcome to our show. Mr. Son of a Beach.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
It's the Don and Mike Show, and they'll say what they wish. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? I know that Christ lives in heaven with his Father. Yes, and his mother. But I swear that if he ever decides, of course, I'm speaking about the man you're about to hear. Yes. If he ever decides to leave heaven, I know he's going to be living in Frederick, Maryland. Maybe that's a nice thing. Because that's the closest spot to heaven on earth, ladies and gentlemen. The future mayor of Frederick. Here he is, son of Christ. Bill Hochberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rob Spiewak. Take it away, Rob.
Wow, Phil had a blast.
Oh, at the show, did he really?
Yeah, he said Frederick is the only town where you can smell the smiles. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Spoof and all the ships at sea, bringing mothers and daughters together with rotten teeth and gaffer's tape on their tired, gorgeous nipples. It's the Don and Mike Show.
Yeah! I guess you had to be at the show last night to get it.
Sure.
Good. And hello and thank you for listening. Well, the good news is we're not there.
Right.
The second bit of good news is that we made it back.
Hey.
Did we? We're here. We are here. We're doing the show, Don and Mike Show, and it's a new episode for you on Wednesday, March 7th. And what a show we had last night. The Las Vegas style show invaded the sleepy hamlet of Fredneck, Maryland. It wasn't sleepy last night, that's for sure. Oh, we had quite a show. We want to thank everybody who came out and watched and participated and acted bad. Yeah, it was rowdy. Yeah, it was good rowdy. Yeah. Good rowdy. Good crowd. It was a great show. We want to thank everybody who came out. And, of course, we're just jam-packed with stuff to tell you that happened at the show. And always an adventure when we do one of those Las Vegas-style shows. On the way to the show. Right. At halftime of the show and after the show. It was just nonstop. Right. It never stops. And I guess people will be calling about stuff that happened at the show last night. Here's the game plan that we had. leaving the station.
Right.
That he had 2 town cars.
That's our first mistake. We had 2 cars. I'm just analyzing the whole thing. There are a series of mistakes. 2 cars. Should have had 1 big one.
We shouldn't have. 2. No, we shouldn't have.
We should have had one big one.
It's a good thing we had 2.
Right?
It's a good thing we had 2, so some of us could get back.
Well, I would have gone back to the same way with you guys if that had been the case.
All right, so we have 2 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Cars.
And in one car, it's me and Rob and Lisa.
Right.
And in the car behind us, it's Buzz and Charlie.
Right.
Hold on.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right, because Mike was driving.
Was in his truck.
Right. Mike was in his truck driving. Here's the deal.
The truck.
Where we had to go to do the show last night, there are 2 different ways to go. You can go one way, in which you get on the famous Beltway, right? Then you get on Route 270, and then you get on Route 70, all of them major 4-lane highways. Or there's another way you can go, which is a way called Route 15, which is an olden 2-lane road.
It's quaint.
With a speed limit about 30. Now, the reason that we went the Route 15 way is because it was convenient for one person on the show, Mike.
It was.
So that
I did think at the time that it was 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I was sorely mistaken, but I hope you believe that I did really think that it didn't matter. I thought I thought it might actually be shorter.
So here's the deal. We're going to go this bass-ackwards way to accommodate Mike, and no one had a problem with that because it's close to where Mike lives, and we're going to just drop his car off once we got on this 2-lane buggy road, and then we were just going to continue on to Frederick.
Right. Well, I was racked with guilt from the very beginning. I only began to process the fact that it was inconvenient when we got on Route 66 heading out west. At that moment, that's when I said, because I started really thinking about getting to that Ye Olden Road, because even where we were going, we probably should have gone 50 to get to Ye Olden Road if we were going to go that way. That would have been the shortest distance between 2 points. But for my maximum convenience, we actually went a little further west than we needed to go.
And now keep in mind, here's the way. We leave the station in a caravan. It's Mike driving his truck, his pickup truck.
We were out of here like that.
And then, we were a little late getting out of the station. Then after that was the car that I was in, and then behind that was the car that Buzz and Charlie were in. Right. Now, keep in mind that we're following Mike, since we don't know, where we're going to get to this 2-lane road that's going to take us to Frederick, Maryland.
And because that is the way that I drive home. I have a method of getting home. I have a system of getting home. I don't really violate all local speed laws all the time, but
you did last night.
I go at a decent clip. Really, before that thing happened to the other driver, I was going about 60, between 60 and 65 before he got that speeding.
I can't say because I wasn't. I was sitting in the back.
Let me tell you why he got a speeding ticket. He got a speeding ticket because he wasn't keeping up with the driver between us. He wasn't keeping up with the first driver, and then he tried to catch up.
Right.
And that's why I got a speeding ticket.
All I know is that when we do these live shows, that Rob and Lisa and Charlie, they all have these 2-way radios that they communicate on. And it's great fun when we're in cars because we talk to each other on the radio, even though we could just pick up a cell phone.
Right, it's more fun with the radio.
Or we could even actually just lean out of the window and speak to each other. But it's like, we get out on the road and all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, over, what are you guys doing?" "Over, we're not doing anything. What are you doing?" "Over." So we've been on the road about 10 minutes. We're going up Route 66, and all of a sudden we hear on the radio, "Come in, come in." It's Broyhill. He goes, come in immediately, come in." "Over." So we go on the radio, "Over, what is it?" "We're being pulled over by the cops for speeding." "Over."
This was the last car in the caravan. There was me, there was the car taking some of our group, and the second car taking some of our group.
Now, at this point, we have no way to communicate with Mike.
Right.
We have none of us brought cell phones with us.
Right.
Mike doesn't have the 2-way radio. So while the car with Charlie and Buzz is being pulled over for speeding,
I saw the lights. I mean, they were close enough to all of us where, for a moment, even where I was up front, I said, "Ooh, I hope he hasn't gotten me." But then I just chalked it up to, hey, everybody's okay, because I could still see, I think, your car in back of me.
All I know is that as I turned and looked in the rearview mirror, I saw the blue lights getting farther and farther away because at this point we're trying to keep up with you.
Right, yeah, that was about the time where I was beginning to go. That was the second phase of my commute where the speeds tend to go at a little better clip.
And now at this point we're thinking, oh, now we're really screwed because we're following Mike. We didn't know that you knew that the car with Buzz and Charlie had been pulled over.
I didn't know.
For speeding. You know, we are careening down Route 66. Meanwhile, we can't even get in contact with Charlie because now we're so far away, the two-way radios don't work.
Oh, God.
So
what a CF this is.
So we have no way of knowing. They don't know where we are. Right. You know, because we're following Mike.
Right.
So we go down the, Deliverance Road, and, we make a turn onto Bud F. Terrace, and all of a sudden, here we are in the middle of nowhere to this location that Mike has selected.
Total darkness.
To leave his car, yes, the total darkness. So at this point...
But it was right off of Bum F, at least. It was right off of the at least the artery that we had chosen. I tried to pick a spot that was as close to the road as possible.
Well, it didn't stop them, the other car, from not finding it, though.
Yeah, well...
They drove past it.
That driver had issues. Yeah. It might be retraining time for that driver.
Nice guy, but
very nice man. Yeah. But it's not his. It shouldn't be his vocation.
So we pull off, and we follow Mike into this secluded little parking area where he's going to leave his car to make it more convenient for Mike to pick it up on the way home. And right as we pulled in to this little place, we saw a sign that said, Frederick, 48 miles.
Yeah.
Now, we're coming up on 8:20, 8:25 at this point.
Right.
We're supposed to be there at 9 to go on stage at 9. And we're just now pulled into the area where we're supposed to get Mike into the car.
I will say that we would have made it on time. We would have been there by 9 o'clock if the driver hadn't been pulled over for speeding. That was the reason we weren't there. I guarantee you we would have made it because we got there as it was about 9:15.
I guarantee you we would have made it an hour early if we would have just gone the regular way. If we just had gone the Beltway to 270.
Well, what time did you get back to the station?
I got back to the station at 1:15 a.m.
Okay, and you got here at 1, right?
No, before 1, actually.
Okay, you said it was 1 o'clock, but
5 till 1.
So it's a 15-minute difference in between.
20.
15, whatever.
We got here at 5 till 1.
Oh, okay.
5 until 1.
Okay. All right.
And I know that Rob told me that he and Charlie were here for maybe 20 minutes after that, and Buzz still hadn't shown up.
Oh, really? Well, Buzz says 1:15.
Yeah, but you know Buzz.
No, I know you.
Robbie, how long were you guys here and Buzz still wasn't here? How long was it from the time we arrived?
At least a half hour, Don.
It was like 16.
At least a half hour. You got here at 12:15, and Buzz wasn't here until 2 a.m., Don.
Frankly, I'm surprised Buzz is here now. We stayed for probably 10 or 15 minutes because we had to do all this stuff afterwards with price sheets and stuff. I mean, we're in a hurry to get out of here, but there's a lot of stuff to be done.
So, anyway, we get a hold of Broyhill. Now, at this point, we're parked in this secluded parking lot where Mike's going to leave his car.
I knew this as soon as we started out. I know. I thought you all were very nice to keep it together because I really, when I looked back on all of it, I made a tactical error. I really, really did think in my own mind that it was on the way, and it really wasn't quite on the way.
No, it wasn't.
But it was about 20 minutes out of the way.
But, no one was pissed. It really, you're right. In some respects, it was the fault of, the driver who got caught speeding, who was not as clever as you or as the guy that was driving our car to avoid the speed trap.
Well, I'll tell you that I went into the middle lane right before, and I hadn't seen the cop up ahead. I went into the middle lane right before, and the guy in back of me, your driver, did the same thing. And I think and I guess the other driver was just...
So now we're pulled over in this secluded parking lot.
Where the wind is howling at like 80 miles an hour, and it is beginning to snow.
Yeah, nowhere else in D.C. We spent all day yesterday railing about how it's sunny and that we don't get any blizzard. Right. Well, last night, on the route that Mike decides we should take, it starts snowing like a son of a bitch.
Bum F. Terrace.
So we're sitting in this parking lot, and finally we get a hold of Charlie. And he says, we're on our way. Tell us where you are, and we describe exactly where we are. Well, we wait. We wait about 10 minutes. And keep in mind, at this point, in the car, it's me and Rob and Lisa. And there's no room for Mike in the car because it's a regular car. It's not a limousine. It's a car.
Now, normally, under normal circumstances, what I'm doing is I'm saying to Rob or Lisa, I'm saying, get the F out of the car right now. I want to sit down. But because of my guilt, I am standing out there because I know that I'm taking responsibility for making people late. I'm really beginning to, the Irish guilt has already descended upon me, and it's been on me for a while. And when I hear the guy's been pulled over, now I'm looking at my watch, and I know we're going to be late.
You went so far as to decline an offer. Rob was going
to jump out of the car. I said to Rob, I'm comfortable having my little toddy. I'm sitting out here. I'm sitting out in the blizzard.
Okay, this is the funniest thing.
It helped. It really did.
This is the funniest thing of all. Mike's pulled into, not just off the road, he's gone into this winding road to park his car where it's hidden. So we have to go out by the main road.
You know, and I agree with you. It was just a little too far. You know what I mean? It wasn't like right next. It was just, it kind of snaked up there just long enough where you're doing a little drive. It's like, hey, come on.
Where is this thing? So we think we're waiting now 15 minutes and still the other car is not there. We say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to drive back out by the main road. So that they can see our car to know that this is where to turn.
And this is the moment where I get the, hey, good looking, we'll be back to pick you up later feeling. Because I'm like, they're going to leave me behind.
Now, this is the funniest. And we did laugh saying that this is probably your routine every night. We leave Mike sitting in his pickup truck with the engine going and the lights off, having a toddy. We just leave him drinking alone in an abandoned parking lot.
Robin said that. This is your routine, isn't it? This is the abandoned parking lot that you come into every night before you go home. I said, yep, this is what I do every evening.
So we go out by the road, and then we're waiting now. Now we're waiting another 10 minutes, and still the car hasn't gone by. Finally, they're within two-way radio range. We get them on the radio, and as it turns out, even with the car parked outside, right outside the entrance to this secluded parking lot.
Had he flown by it?
Yeah, he had gone by.
Of course, you see, I didn't. Okay. Now I'm a little annoyed. I'm more annoyed at this guy. Because this guy was he was without a clue.
Yeah.
He was.
Our guy was great.
Yeah, your guy was great. And your guy was the initial guy that said to me, 66 to 270. And that's when I said, oh, no. So I've got a better way.
So at this point, everybody's together, but Broyhill's on the two-way radio, and he says, over, got to switch. Over, I got to get in the car with Don. Over. Hi, Charlie.
So we didn't miss you on the first pass because you weren't sitting out there. We had completely blown by
That's true.
On the way.
Well, I mean, it's
very
difficult to see.
Totally dark.
Another error in my judgment that I really should have picked the parking lot that was well lit, and it was not well lit at all.
Or just not be sitting in the parking lot, maybe actually pull the car up. The road.
Right.
Well, that's what we ended up doing.
Eventually, yeah. But if you had done that originally, we wouldn't have flown past you.
Hey, you know what? If it was my choice, we wouldn't have gone that way to begin with.
I understand.
We would have gone.
But you were
let's do 70 to 70.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to put some blame where it needs to be put. If the driver knew, which it was all prearranged, I said, do you know where this location is? And both drivers said yes. Do you know where that is? He checked it with the driver, and the driver didn't know where he was going. So, I mean, that was part of the problem. And it was, evident to us on a couple of occasions.
Well, the speeding ticket was also a big part of the problem.
Yeah, the speeding ticket, I don't know how he got the speeding ticket. I really don't know. Because, I was wailing, and he would, my only complaint was that nobody was keeping up, and I couldn't believe that. And I was absolutely astonished when that last driver, how did he get the speeding ticket?
I think the reason he got it is he was in the left lane when he went by the cop, and you were either in the right or the middle lane. Mm-hmm. The cop came up to the window, and he said, you went by me doing 77, and when you went past, you put on your brake lights.
He must have been, now I know what it is, he must have been way back there.
No, you know where on 66 going west, where that big exit ramp is?
Yeah, right. The one to the left?
Yeah, he was sitting right there.
That's where the cop was, right?
Sitting there, and your driver never saw him, but you said you saw him?
I saw him and got over, and then Don's driver gotten back at me. But the thing is, he must have been trying to catch up.
He was.
Because, we were going...
Because the lead car was way out in front.
But I'll tell you, I never, ever got up anywhere near that speed, even when I was going my absolute fast.
At one point, Buzz and I were pinned to the back of our seat.
Yes, the G-forces.
Come on. So we finally all hook up, and at this point, Charlie's on the radio. got to switch positions. I've got to be in the car with Don. We have to talk about things. We have to talk over. So Lisa gets out of the car with Rob and I, and she goes back. And now the new configuration is it's Mike and Buzz and Lisa, right, in the second car, and it's me and Rob and Charlie in the first car. And this is where, and I know that this is the way Broyhill operates. God bless him. That a lot of times he'll leave me in the dark on bad stuff until right before it happens. Right. Because he knows if he tells me in advance, sure, you'll stew on it. Yeah, then I'll get pissed and things will go bad. So I know right away that there's something that's not right because he's got to be in the car with me, and he's waited to this point to say it. So he gets into the car, and as soon as he gets in the car, he says, okay, there are a few concerns that the club has. Let me give you some of their concerns. And I said, okay. And we should also say that the people at the club were very cool.
They were terrific, and they had a lot of heat on them last night.
However, last night they had local police, county police, state police, undercover cops, liquor board members, local PTA people who were protesting them.
Right. An alderman.
An alderman was there. The white trash that live in the neighborhood where the nightclub is located. And listen, that ain't a neighborhood. If it's got a nightclub across the street from where you live, you're not living in a neighborhood. Okay? All of these people, apparently over the last 3 days, were convinced that we were going to be sacrificing animals and sodomizing people on stage.
We said it last night. We're not Satan, but I'll tell you, you might have thought that Satan was coming up to do a show there.
Right, a simple show, but
in our stupid, goofy show that people enjoy, that people laugh at, where people have a great time, where nobody gets hurt, and you would have thought, really, that we were doing some kind of ritual sacrifice up on stage.
And I know we say this whenever we go to a town, but really, whenever we go somewhere to do a Las Vegas-style show, and I'm going to talk right now to the criminals listening to us, what you should do is plan to rob some business within a 5-square-block area of where we're doing the show.
Because, it was our estimation that there were 1 million police officers.
Because I guarantee you're going to get away with it.
Right.
Because every cop in the state of Maryland was at our appearance last night. Wow. County, city, state troopers.
Did you see him when we were driving out?
Yes.
Did you see that?
I saw it. It was like
astonishing.
And I am not exaggerating. About a month ago, I drove, I was on Route 50, and they had the cop that was shot up on the Eastern Shore. They were having the funeral for him.
Right.
And there was like 100 cop cars all in a row driving down the road with their lights on. This was the closest thing I had seen to that. Now, these cops didn't have their lights on, but there was cop car after cop car after cop car after cop car.
A lot of the law enforcement officials dropping in for the show last night. And I sure hope that we proved ourselves and proved what we do. That was we were kind of motivated to do that when we got up on stage last night.
And it was almost going to be a Reno-type situation because the owner of the place, said he came into work, and all of a sudden, oh, my God, there's undercover cops here, there's an alderman here, there's state troopers here. They're all concerned about what you guys are going to do. So at some point, the negotiation changes from the girls wearing pasties to the girls having to have duct tape over their nipples.
Yeah.
And what the difference or distinction is,
it's astonishing.
I don't know.
No.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either, and I certainly don't understand what the big deal was about. But we went along with it, and I'll tell you, everybody that brings us up to your local venue, you should know, we do work with the club owner. We work with the local municipalities. We do that, and, when all is said and done, I sure hope, when all is said and done, because I didn't get that feeling last night when we were talking to that owner, when we're done, it's like, okay, what's the big deal?
Well, he was still concerned for some reason.
He was still worried.
After the show, he was saying, well, I'm going to have to face the music tomorrow.
I sure hope he doesn't, because I'll tell you something. That owner, bent over backwards to accommodate all the officials that were breathing down his neck.
Well, do you know that apparently, and I don't know who it was, if it was the alderman or someone from the city council, one of the complaints they had was that there were females kissing each other on stage.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Of course there's not.
You show me where there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Absolutely not.
Can't be done.
And they're also upset that at one point, when Cheryl the Big Dyke was making out with this chick on stage,
yes,
that one of Cheryl's pasties fell off.
Now, you can't consider that anything sexual.
No.
That's exactly what I said to the guy. I said,
right.
First off, she reached down and put it right back on.
And she covered up, and there was everybody was attempting to...
and second, I mean, did you get a good look at what Cheryl's got doing under her shirt?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, so...
Yeah, that's a comedy show, okay? So, we love Cheryl. We love Cheryl to death, but that is not... We are not doing that for any other reason than the purposes of comedy.
So the management was very uptight, and we had to have meetings with them before the show. And, they have such rigid rules. They said, you can't use pasties because from a distance, it might look like the girls are naked.
Right.
Okay, well, what's the way around that? Duct tape. We said, okay. They said it has to be black duct tape so that it's clear, even to person 1,500 all the way in the back of the room, that the girls' boobs are covered up.
My God.
Which is why we had to use the black duct tape.
And I really think when we're not legal experts on this stuff, but a good lawyer who would really look at that, would really analyze that, I think would indicate that as long as you're covering everything up, that they wouldn't have any legal leg to stand on. But you know what? They're subjective. When you talk about these liquor boards, and, they can kind of do what they want to do.
And then there's the anal cleft issue. Now, the rule of the law, and we know this because we've been in these joints, we probably know the rules better than the local townspeople do.
We sure know the kind of G-strings now that we're going to have to get.
The girls are wearing G-strings, and the way we understand it, the law is written... You cannot see the anal cleft, meaning you can't see the crack of someone's ass, like a plumber bending down to fix your refrigerator.
Yeah, if you see it, there has to be material there.
So we have the girls wearing G-strings that are covering up the cracks in their asses. They did that for the first half of the show. When we took the intermission, the guy calls us back and he says, for the second half, the girls have to wear boxer shorts.
Rolled up boxer shorts.
We said, why? They said,
well, when all was said and done, it was not a bad look at all.
No.
Well, of course, it's actually kind of an intriguing
It worked on a couple of women.
Didn't it work on a couple of women?
There was a couple of women that really held them back, though.
Well, and a couple of women wear G-string or boxer shorts, it wouldn't have mattered.
So, again, I'm in a discussion with the guy. Well, what's the problem? He says, well, the inspectors say that they can see too much buttock. And I said, but the rule is the anal cleft. And they said, no, they're seeing too much buttock. Again, pardon the pun here, they're splitting hairs. I mean, they're splitting ass hairs at this point.
And there were no hairs.
No. Well, none that were visible, but again,
yes.
Consider some of the contestants in the show last night.
It was loopy. It was goofy. It really was.
So now we got to refigure everything. We got to get the girls boxer shorts, and they got to roll up the pant legs on the boxer shorts, but they got to be just right so that you can't see any of their asses.
Unbelievable.
And, I mean... the show was great, but all the crap behind the scenes it was just a CF. And when we got done with the first half of the show, this local broad from the cable news station comes backstage, and she wants to talk to us. Now, she doesn't have a camera crew or anything.
No, she comes back, and I began to chat with her, and she was chatting with me, and it was a very civil discussion. Everything was cruising along, and I was asking her about her television station, and she was asking me about the radio show, and said, hey, you guys are real popular. But, hey, yeah, and we're cruising along, and I didn't even feel like I was being interviewed. I'm really talking to this person totally informally, and Don is sitting over on the other side, and I don't even know if you were talking to anybody. At that point, I was behind a closed door with the manager. Yeah, right. You came out getting the rundown about, the girls got to wear boxer shorts. Yeah, Don was in the other room going over this with the manager, and I'm talking to this woman, and then finally, the conversation's winding down. It's very pleasant. She says, so don't you feel bad for those people getting up there and doing that? And I suddenly say, oh, reporter, agenda.
We've got one here.
And I looked at her, and I stared at her, and I didn't say a word. And apparently my look was saying something to her, but she said, so you don't feel bad? And I looked at her with a stare that I reserve only for special moments.
For journalists.
And exactly for journalists.
For print journalists.
It's usually for print journalists. And I looked at her and I said, I don't believe I've given any answer to that question. And you came back and sat down, and I had no idea you were dealing with that, and I wouldn't have done this, but I said, why don't you ask this gentleman that question?
So she asked me.
There was something about the tone, and there was something about just being duped after we're having this pleasant conversation that I and we were tired. I mean, it was a long trip up there. We'd done, an hour and a half up on stage.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to have any. And then she began to address the issue with Don.
So then she says, I'm sitting down, she's standing there, and she goes, hi, how are you? I said, fine. I can already read on Mike's face, something's wrong.
Right.
Mike, I remember exactly what you said.
Right.
He said, why don't you ask him that question?
Because I didn't answer her question, because I'm not going to get, this is not an interview. That's not what we're doing backstage. We're just waiting. We're chilling out, waiting to go out for the second half of the show.
And this broad says to me, how can you do this to these people? And I said, how can we do what? She says, you have these people getting up on stage and taking their clothes off. I said, yeah, it's their choice. We're not forcing them.
The way I read, I didn't want to give her this answer, but the way I read it is people doing that are having a stone cold blast.
She said, how does that make you feel? I said, makes me feel great. She says, it doesn't make you feel bad? And I said, honey. And then right away, I'm calling her honey on purpose,
right,
just to get the hairs on the back of her neck. I go, honey, listen.
I don't think that was possible with her. No.
You ever watch Jerry Springer? You ever watch MTV Spring Break? You ever watch Jackass? You ever watch MTV Say What Karaoke?
Right.
I said, it's the same thing. People are having fun. We're not forcing anybody to do anything. And then she says to me, is your wife here? And I said, no.
Yeah, and then she looked at both of us and said, your wives come to the shows.
I said, no, our wives are at home with our kids. We're working. And then she says to me, would you ever come here if you weren't doing a show?
And then you gave a very honest answer, and unfortunately you gave that answer just as the owner was walking through, and it was this woman who's nothing but trouble, trying to stir crap up, and you gave her this answer.
She says, will you ever come here? I said, no, hell no. She says,
I'd never come to a place like this. And you didn't mean it that it was a bad place. You meant that you're not going to come out to a nightclub like that.
I don't do that. And then she looks at me and she says, why? Is it because you're old?
No, she said, why? This is a nice place. I come here often. She
followed it up with the, is it because you're old?
Right.
I mean, is it because you're old was there? Meanwhile, I don't know. I might be 43, but I guarantee you this broad, she might have been 30, but she had 100,000 miles on her. There's no doubt about it. So I said, no, I don't generally go to nightclubs. I don't go out to bars a lot. No, I wouldn't come here. And also, it's 2 hours from where I live. And then at that point, instead of just retreating, she just stood there and looked at us. Right. She would look at me, and she would look at Mike.
Yeah, we're not talking about anybody that... I don't know what the agenda was. It was obviously... There were no camera crews around, and nobody was writing anything down, so she was doing this for her own amusement, and it was horrible timing, and we really... And I don't think... We didn't get a chance to explain this on stage last night, because we were a little harsher, shocker, than we are right now. At least we can explain it right now. But you agree that the last thing you want to deal with, or I want to deal with, when we're doing that, we're in the middle of doing our jobs, is to deal with somebody who is just trying to stir things up and cause trouble.
A morality question.
We're not doing anything wrong.
That was supposed to be a break from some bimbo who works from a local cable act. She's like in a Wayne's World channel.
Right.
And this bimbo comes back and then she's Barbara Walters. So here's the funniest part. So we go back out on stage to do the second half of the show. We've discussed some of the problems we've had and some of the things that we're going to have to do. And we discussed this woman and the things that she was asking us. And the crowd broke into a spontaneous chant of a word I can't repeat on the radio.
Yes, they were very, very supportive.
And we thought, well, great, that's it. If she's hearing this, she's out the door. Screw her.
Yeah, exactly. We said, this is, we made our point in no uncertain terms.
We got done with the show. We go backstage. We're sitting back there for 2 seconds. The door opens up, and here comes this broad again.
Yeah. I see her come through that door, and I will tell you right now, I ran like I was fleeing a fire.
She comes in and she says to me, wow, you guys were a little hard on me up there. I said, honey, nobody knows who we're talking about. I don't even know your name. Don't worry about it.
Right.
She said, Well, you know, I love the show. Duh. I come here all the time. Duh. Yeah, right. Duh. We were just, go away. Leave our saloon. Having said all of that, the speeding ticket and the bad directions, and incidentally, on the way home, some of us ended up coming the fast way home. Yes. And poor Buzz, I'm sorry, there's no room in the fast car. Buzz was down the bug and horsey route with Mike.
I was in bed earlier than any of you.
Down Route 15.
Selfish boy was in bed.
The golden boy.
The golden boy.
Golden boy.
It was convenient for me.
But having said all of that about
it's still damn far away. I mean, any way you go.
All the crap about the backstage stuff. The reason we do that show is to thank people for listening to the show. And we had a great crowd last night. And the people who participate in the show are really the reason that we go out and do the show.
And they have a blast. I mean, and that's the thing. I didn't understand the question. I really didn't. Don't you feel sorry? No, absolutely not. This is voluntary stuff. We're asking people to hop on stage that want to hop on stage. That, the people that participate in our shows have a fantastic time. And the people that come out to the shows in the audience are ready to laugh and have a good time. And that is what happens at every single show we do.
And for those of you who were there last night, about 1,500 people crammed in this club. And why the fire marshal wasn't there, I don't know, because everybody else in town was, and I know they had more people than they should have in the club. You got the real treat when you had the mother and daughter on stage doing the dirty dancing.
Yeah!
We had this couple. They are from American Hollow. The mother and the daughter that got up on stage.
They were a wonderful duo.
Where do we begin? Do we begin with the teeth?
The teeth.
Yeah.
I think you begin and end with the teeth. I mean, there was nothing like those choppers on both of them.
There was, in the average mouth of teeth, you've got a row on top and a row on the bottom.
Right.
Okay? And if you're lucky, they're all lined up together. Some people have a gap between. I have a bit of a gap between my two front teeth, but still,
both these sets of teeth, it's time to just chuck it. It's time for the dentures.
Yeah, because these women, a mom and her daughter, this is so funny, to get up on stage. First off, they're both
a little chunky.
A little bit.
That's a nice way of putting it.
And they're up there dancing with the duct tape over their nipples.
They had a few sundry tattoos, right?
Yeah, they got the boxers pulled up.
You couldn't really tell them apart. I mean, they could have been interchangeable, mother and daughter.
So you can't see the anal cleft, and they're dancing, and at one point, one of them looks over and gives us a big smile like, hey, look at us, we're sexy. And I see what appear to be dog's teeth.
Yes.
You know how dogs have real pointy teeth?
Yes, absolutely, yes. I think you're being complimentary.
Well, in between the spots where there were pointy teeth,
right,
it would go like this. It would go baby tooth, no tooth, pointed tooth.
There you go. That's exactly
that pretty much is the rotation in each of these girls' mouths. It was baby tooth, no tooth,
brown tooth,
no tooth.
Because there were some that were hanging on, and I mean by a thread.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think there's a lot of carrots or apples eaten in that household.
But they had a good time. That's what counts.
Yeah. They did. And Buzz, I've got to question you.
All right.
That when we finally did the last bit of the night, the underwear fashion show, where the girls come out and they dance, and normally they get naked, but because of the hard-ons there, we couldn't do that.
All right.
Out of the 9 or 10 girls that came up, I'd say maybe 4 of them were hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
But you picked one, and we let Buzz pick because it's subjective. There's no way. You can't do that thing where you have the audience select.
I'll tell you also that the underwear fashion show only really works perfectly when you do get that kind of 50-50 split. Right. If they're all hotties, it's wonderful to watch, but I'll tell you that the comedy factor isn't there. So we want at least a few big and sloppy guys and at least a few big and sloppy women.
And we succeeded last night, but again, we let Buzz pick the winner because, you or I don't want that pressure of picking the winner. We don't want the crowd to pick, so we let Buzz pick the winner.
That's right.
And I guess it's just your personal taste.
Yeah.
I would have picked...
I think Buzz was getting worked hard by Shiloh on stage last night. Shiloh was trying to get you to pick one, and I think it's the one you eventually picked, right?
I think she knew the woman. I don't know. She did say something to me about it, but that wasn't the criteria, and that woman was one of my 3 finalists. There were 3 women that it was so close between them.
I like the woman who did the shimmy. Yeah, the one that shook her shoulders.
I thought that was the one I
and everything else.
No, that wasn't Buzz.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. There was another girl with Chihuahua eyes. There was a girl with Chihuahua dog eyes.
Right.
Had a body that would not stop.
Absolutely.
Very cute. So Buzz has got the fun.
But I mean, I think nobody was really bummed out about the winner because, I mean, your top three it should have been the top three.
They were all good. And I did consult with Mr. 40. I get some advice from him.
Mr. 40 was DRUNKer.
Exactly. Mr. 40 was out of control.
Than I have ever seen him last night. Mr. 40 was out of his freaking mind last night. At one point, I would just feel an arm on my shoulder.
Right.
And all of his weight just hanging on me going,
We're normally really used to getting heckled from the front of the stage for people screaming from the front, but between Mr. 40, Tom Gavin, Lisa, and like 4 other people back there, I mean, a couple of times, at one point I turned around and I said, I can't hear! I cannot hear!
Hey, how about that outfit Lisa had on last night?
Lisa had a heck of an outfit on last night.
Yes, Lisa was profiling last night. And if you think Lisa is hot, you should meet Lisa's sisters. And we had the chance to meet Lisa's sisters.
I didn't.
After the show.
I had left, and I guess you met Lisa's sisters, and all her sisters were there?
Mm-hmm.
How many sisters does she have?
I guess 2.
2 sisters, all right.
They were both there.
Really?
Yeah.
So they'll be coming out to other shows, huh?
I hope so. I hope her sisters will enter one of our contests. Because they are HOT hot.
Fantastic.
So at one point... this is a beautiful move. Tom Gavin comes out, and he took his shirt off, and we do stuff with girls with Tom on stage. But
that's the ultimate challenge.
Which is funny, and Homo Joe does his stuff, and Cheryl the Big Dyke does her topless thing, and Dennis Murphy comes up on stage. Now, Dennis Murphy was standing off in the wings. We bring him out. He comes out, and the first thing Mike says to him is, where are our Christmas gifts?
Rob, was that your idea? I think I got to give Rob credit on that one because he said, remind him of the Christmas gifts, and so I didn't hesitate at all.
So I look at my watch and I go, hey, yeah, it's March 6th. Where are our Christmas gifts? And Dennis immediately starts going, and then he just walked off stage and sat on the corner by himself.
Didn't see him after that.
Yeah, he was on stage, but he was off to the side, being very mellow, very, very jealous that Tom Gavin was so featured in last night's performance.
The pouting Dennis Murphy.
Yes, he pouted a little bit.
Yeah, and Mr. 40, absolutely, love him, but god damn was he drunk last night.
He was drunk and, a lot of the grabbing. And can I say something? Can I say something?
I saw him slap you on the bottom once, Don.
More than once.
From behind.
More than once. And he insisted on saying, what are you doing?
I don't drink a lot, never have, but I know people who do. And Mr. 40 was at the level where he was just walking around. I mean, and, when you're on a stage and there's chairs and plenty of places
Well, we're trying, at one point we're up there.
Walking around.
We're doing a bit where it might have been I think it was the question and answer segment.
Right.
Where we're talking, and Mr. 40 is screaming at the top of his lungs with a guy in the front row. Do you remember when that happened?
Well, he was doing his own separate question and answer section.
He was.
A lot of times you want to limit those to one at a time, the question and answer session. But he's just wandering around in time and yell, what are you doing?
Right.
Right.
So a good time was had by all.
Yeah, excellent.
It was.
However, in the future, whoever books us to come out, know what we do. We don't kill animals and drink their blood.
Right.
We don't sodomize people on stage.
No.
But for God's sakes, with what we do, there is no reason to have the militia out there.
Not at all.
There's no reason to have an armored car out there ready to put people in the paddy wagon.
No, I mean, the people that come out to our show, they're out for a good time. Yeah. And they have a good time, and they go home, and it's perfectly acceptable.
And I talked to a bunch of the cops after the show, and they were all cool.
Usually.
It was not...
Yeah, the cops are usually very cool.
It was not the cops who all got together and said, hey, we better go out there.
Right.
I mean, obviously somebody told the cops to show up, and most of the cops I spoke to, including a couple of the undercover guys who were in the crowd, and why they think they need undercover guys in the crowd at our show, I don't know.
I don't get it.
But they do. They all had a good time. They all said, hey, good show. Too bad they wouldn't let you guys do more.
Yeah, because even if we do more, it's not, it's really not that big a deal.
Still not safe.
But you know what? You get one person who writes a letter, you get one individual who tries to make a stink, and they can cause a lot of trouble. They can stir things up for these, these poor club owners that are just, trying to get the evening for their folks and their customers and make it go smoothly. And I feel bad for those. I really do feel bad for those guys because, we come in, we go out, we leave, we're gone. Those those guys are stuck there. They live with the liquor control board. They live with all these authorities, and we really. I want to tell the prospective guys that are going to have us come out. We do work with you on this, and it's silly to some of the stuff you have to go through, but we do work with it.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Radio Gods.
Hi there.
Show last night.
Glad you came out. Thank you.
Hey, I went shopping for black electrical duct tape today in Frederick, and I couldn't find any.
Yeah, we used a lot of it, didn't we?
Yeah. You guys were saying there was going to be pasties, but it was still a great show. I think the guys there at XL did a heck of a job.
Yeah, the security guys were fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I got there at 3:30, and they let us in at 4, and we left at the end of the show, and our tab, drinking all night with food, was $40. And I was here with a buddy, so that was a very wonderful time indeed.
I think you must have had a drunk barmaid.
Yeah, really.
You're there for 8 hours. I mean, we didn't get done till midnight.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope you left a good tip.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
All right, good show last night.
Hey, listen to this guy's voice. You were there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Were you yelling?
I was yelling a little bit, yeah. I wanted to tell you, thank you, Don, for being such a mean bastard to that guy with the camera. Because as soon as you threw him out, I scooted right up.
You got this guy's
I thought you were going to kill him.
Well, it is my kickboxing training coming through.
Yes.
Then we have
John had a wrestling match with a member of the crowd.
We have a strict rule that really, no cameras, because we don't need any evidence of whatever does happen at these shows. And right when the girls were taking their shirts off, this pervert right in center front row sneakily pulls out this little camera and starts flashing photos.
Were you the rather rotund gentleman?
I was in a red shirt and jeans. I'm a little big.
Yeah, and you kind of have a reddish hair with a beard?
Right.
I remember you.
So I walk up to the guy with the camera, and I said, "Give me the camera." And he says, "I'm not doing anything." I said, "You're taking pictures of these girls. Give me the camera." We said, "No cameras." He says, "I don't have to give you the camera."
He said he put it away. And I'm like, okay. And then you grabbed him, and I'm like, well, oh, my God.
I did grab him.
Yeah, you did. You, shoved him to you.
I reached out.
He's going to punch him out.
I grabbed him by the collar and pulled him up, and I said, "Give me the camera." And at that point, 5 of those big security guys come up, and it's like in a movie. Yeah. When you want someone removed,
they took care of that guy.
And it was great because...
Did you get the camera?
Never got it.
Never got the camera.
I think the security guards did, and he was a digital camera.
Because the owner...
They erased the picture.
The owner actually gave me some film, too.
Yeah, they got a roll of film.
Handed me the film. I didn't know what to do with it. He handed me the film, here's the microfilm. The secret microfilm.
God damn. So
the other thing, real quick, on the Underwear Fashion Show.
Yeah.
Because I'm right up front, okay? And it seems like I'm up into a few of your shows, and every time I go, I get really good up front, and they all seem to dance more towards me. It's me and Buzz. I turn around, it's me.
That's right. Well, I saw you, man. You're a handsome dude.
Well, thank you. I try.
No problem.
But it's
I wish I had a picture of this guy right now because I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Ford, he was telling the one of I guess it was the daughter of the mother-daughter team.
Yeah.
To get all in my face. And I'm backing up. I'm pushing people back behind me.
So I'm telling you, Mr. Forty was up there doing his own show at the same day. He's doing it without a microphone. He was screaming at the girls. I heard him doing that. Sit on this guy's face.
Right.
He's laughing at me. I'm like, you owe me a beer, buddy. I need a drink after that.
All right, glad you were there.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming out so early. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don.
Yes. Hi, we are. Hi.
Hi. I was the first one in there last night, and, man, it was a great show. And I just want to say that I got to shake Buzz's hand at the end of the show, and he's got the softest hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
He sure does.
I creamed them.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. That's not cream. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, and speaking of that, I'm surprised that the compilation by Mike and Rob didn't go over better.
Yeah, I was too. It's timing. Timing is everything. We kind of jammed it in the middle of something, and we tried to set it up and spotlight it, but I think that next time we got to do that up front.
Yeah, a special song.
Top of the show. We got to break the crowd in with that.
Yeah. Hand jobs.
Yes, absolutely.
It's under the tune of Star Wars.
Yeah. We just it didn't seem to fly like we wanted to.
It will.
We'll practice. We'll rehearse it, Rob.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, you guys are radio gods.
Well, thank you. Were you at the show last night?
No, but I grew up in Frederick. And what they need to do, instead of worrying about you guys showing nipples, They need to worry about that crack problem they have down on South Street.
Listen, there was no crack in our show last night because they made the girls wear the boxer shorts.
That's right. Absolutely.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, this is Maria. Taylor, I was there last night.
Oh, hold on. You're the girl in red?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hi. Lady in red.
Hey.
Hi there.
I had a great time last night.
So do we. Glad you came out. Boy, are we
that
glad you
tape
showed up.
Not cool.
Well,
that
what?
tape hurt.
Oh, the duct tape. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking that black duct tape had to be a little painful.
It did, because I came out, I was at the last show in Washington when you went to Nations, and after that, shortly after that, I pierced my nipples, and I wanted to show you guys.
Oh, that's
and I
a
couldn't
shame.
show you because that tape hurt, and then they had to pull that tape off.
Oh, I hope you
That
didn't.
hurt.
Okay, but there was no damage, was there, to your lovely nipples?
No.
All right, well, good.
Yeah, but I had an awesome time. What can I tell you? That contest was great.
All right, good. Well, glad you had a good time.
Thank you, honey. Good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, there is one good thing about that black tape.
Yes?
I spoke to the mother-daughter team after the show.
Right.
And after they took the tape off, they don't have to be waxed this week.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
You think they normally have their breast waxed?
I don't know what their schedule is, but they had a great time.
Wax is okay, but the duct tape gets the really coarse hairs.
And perfume just covers it up.
Right.
Big, coarse Brillo hair around their nipples.
Just plucks them right out.
Speaking of which,
They're like
oh my
knitting
God.
needles.
Did we have a conversation last night in the car on the way back? Me and Rob and Charlie. Be
careful.
I mean, a heavy duty.
Careful.
Who would you do with all the women that work here at the radio station?
Oh, trouble.
And they were liked it the best. I think Rusty, the driver. He doesn't know any of these people, but was really enjoying because we would do explanations as to why.
There were some real tough choices to be made last night when we were playing Who Would You Do?
Well,
yes.
I wish I'd been there, boys.
Brain teasers.
And I don't want to say it. I'm not going to name any names, but I want to say that there is a woman in this building.
Careful.
Who should be advised. No. That I believe Charles Broyhill has a thing for.
Yeah.
A woman.
An aspect of her.
Yes, a woman who probably is totally unaware that Charlie appreciates her in a certain way.
Good.
Okay? Charlie told us someone who works here who we had no idea has giant boobs. Giant boobs.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah, you told me before this.
Giant boobs.
Yeah, and I thought it was...
Had you even thought of those?
Never.
I hadn't either, but now I'll be looking for them.
He says she straps them down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Straps them down.
That's what he said.
Really?
That's what he said.
But they yearn to breathe free.
Really?
Yes. Hello there, Don and Mike Show. Yeah, hi, we're here. Hi.
Radio guys.
Hi.
Thank you so much for a wonderful show last night. It's good to hear people calling up saying they had a great time.
Oh, thank you for coming out.
Especially the people on stage. You guys handled yourself great. Everybody there did. There's no violence or anything. Everybody had a wonderful time, and I hope that...
Never any violence at our show.
No.
Definitely not.
Except when I grabbed that guy.
That wasn't violent.
But he can't take pictures. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Tiffany. I was there last night.
Oh, Tiffany.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What contest were you in, Tiffany?
I was in the Naked Jeopardy.
Oh, the Naked Feud. The Nude Feud.
The Nude Family Feud.
I was the big girl.
The big girl.
Oh, yeah. With the black sweater?
With the black sweater, yeah, that was me.
Right. Hey, baby.
It took you a while to get your clothes off.
Yeah. It took me cool. I didn't realize what was going on. One of my buds was up there, and we were having a pretty good time.
Oh, yeah. I think a few people on stage weren't aware of what was going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of pretty drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Right.
guy and girl ratio was just awesome.
What's that?
The guy and girl ratio was just awesome. There was one girl with like 30 guys, and they're all horny and drunk, and it was great.
Yeah, if you were a guy, it was your type of crowd last night.
Right. I mean, or a girl, actually, if you're looking for
yeah.
that. You know?
I was loving
Yeah, but the girls who were there, if you're one of the 30 guys, the girls who were there,
sure,
they were ready to party last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I was getting down.
All
I
right.
wasn't hiding anything, but that damn tape, you got to get rid of that stuff.
Did you have sex with anybody last night?
I don't know if I could reveal that.
Let's see.
That means yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys. Great show last night.
Oh, thanks for coming
I
out.
had a great time. One question, though. What happened to our free drinks?
There were free drinks for the first 106 people.
Really? Because I got up there and the guy at the door said, "Oh, that was probably a joke they made up."
No, there was again that was a legal problem. The station said we couldn't buy a drink for everybody that arrived, so we just picked it up for the first 106.
Well, you guys are awesome, and you're very handsome in person.
Oh, you're a big fag. Did you get plenty of alcohol anyway?
I'm not a big fag.
Did you get plenty? Yes, you are. Did you get plenty of alcohol anyway?
Oh, I got plastered.
Okay, all right,
Good for you.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hello.
You're on the air. Hi.
Hi. Love the show. It's the second one I saw. Went to the Nation show, and then obviously I went there last night. But it's the most expensive pre-show I ever went to because the guy with the camera that was thrown out, according to the police, wrecked my Jeep to the tune of $1,000.
Oh, my God.
What a jerk.
How did he wreck your Jeep? What, you mean he just backed his car into it?
Well, no one knows exactly, and the police aren't too sure, but I have a Grand Cherokee, and you know the back liftgate or the fifth door? There is a huge mark in it that has destroyed the door.
Well, how do you know it's the guy that was thrown out?
Because there was a note on my windshield with the officer's name on it, and when I went to meet the guy, he was one of the few cops that actually was nice and wasn't hassling people on the way out. The cop said, oh, that was the guy that was thrown out because of the camera incident, and the only reason why they found him was because my alarm went off, and they went around to check out what was going on, and they don't know if he hit my vehicle himself or if he took a car into my vehicle.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Good luck explaining that. Good luck explaining that to your insurance company.
Yeah, really.
Well, I was at the show, and the girls had to wear duct tape, and a guy took a picture and got thrown out. And then a cop put a note on my windshield saying that this is the guy that dented my car.
They don't know whether he hit it or hit it with your car? What did he do, take a running start with his head?
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Anything's possible.
Hello.
Hi there, guys.
Hi.
What's going on?
Hi, well.
The show last night. I had a good time.
Good, thank you. I'm glad you did.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Hey, you know what, though? I wanted to talk about all those cops outside when I left there. It's crazy. I couldn't believe how many cops are all around.
Well, the cops were very cool. The cops that we met were all very nice and very cool.
Well, one of the cops gave me a parking ticket.
Cops were getting somebody when Buzz and I were leaving. The cops were getting, guy came right out of the convenience store.
Oh, I know.
Robbie, who do we see? We saw two troopers pull up behind some guy when we were getting on the interstate last night.
Right away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you want to bring a designated driver when you go to one of our shows.
You got to do that. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi. Oh, you know what? You got to be the last caller. I just realized we're way over.
Wow.
Well, I'll just make this real fast.
Okay.
I was in the front last night. I was with the girl with the long hair. You remember you were talking about her hair?
Yes.
Mike said it was real Frederick hair. And I know she's listening at work right now.
Oh,
sorry to do this to you, girl, but I had to call.
She had the female mullet.
We had so much fun. Your show, oh, my God, it was so fun.
We had a good time, and you guys were great.
Oh, no, you guys, oh, God, you're the best. But what about the mother and daughter?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, what about them?
Listening to DMP. I told everybody at DMP today about the mother and daughter. They were horrible. Nasty.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
But you guys were great. I had so much fun.
Great. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, honey. We got a break. Wow. I'm glad all the people that showed up had a great time last night.
Sounds like it, and that's a success.
And we had a great time, too. And thank you all for coming out. And let's try to give away the money now with the secret song. 877-365-3636. Be caller number 100.
All right.
And I think we've covered just about everything from the show. Oh, no. I want to talk about Libby. About the sales account executive. Libby. We'll talk about her and get a caller 100 when we come right back.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
Hell, it ain't square one. Ain't no one going to pick up 3 filthy, unshaved hitchhikers, and one of them a know-it-all who can't keep his trap shut.
Pete, the personal rancor reflected in that remark, I don't intend to dignify with comment. But I would like to address your general attitude of hopeless negativism. Consider the lilies of the goddamn field. Or hell, take a look at Delmar here as your paradigm of hope.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah. They love the smell of their own fart.
How we do?
Don and Mike.
Bad, too. Here we go. Call number 100. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, am I caller 100?
Yeah, right. What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph, where you from?
I'm in Richmond.
Joseph.
Yes.
How's your dream code? Technicolor. Okay, that's the right answer. Joe, I ask you that because you have won a jacket from ABC TV. You've won the Wool Bomber jacket celebrating the short-lived TV show The Job.
Thank you. I never heard of it, but thank you.
Well, it doesn't start for about a week, and I bet it's on maybe 2 or 3 times. The Job, starring Dennis Leary, ABC's new and original series, premieres on Wednesday, March 14th, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central on ABC.
ABC.
Thank you, Don and Mike.
Please enjoy. Now you're going to play for $500 with Secret Song number 7, a top 20 hit from the 1990s. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and even if you don't know, please at least give us a guess. We'll pay you $500 if you got it right. Don't answer till Mike sings like
the Hee Haw theme song.
And we wish you
Godspeed. Caller, name this secret song.
Yep. Last night in the car on the way back, Rob, Charlie, and I, all of us in unison, with perfect 3-part harmony. We were singing that song to 3 tenors. We give away the money today. It's courtesy of Main Street Title. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Very appropriate with where we were last night.
Yeah, I thought it's kind of a theme.
For $500 American dollars, we need a title and artist, please.
MC Hammer, Can't Touch This. Okay.
All right, you tried to listen to. We appreciate that. Thank you.
We do.
Yes, thanks, Don and Mike.
And hold on, don't forget that every guess is a clue
for you.
For you. Okay, the last thing about the show last night. Oh, a mystery guest today.
Oh, really?
In about an hour from now. And it's not Rick Springfield. A mystery guest. Everybody will be able to play. People on the telephone will be able to play. Mike, Rob, and Buzz will be able to play. However, if you guys get it right, just write it down.
Right.
All right. So we want somebody on the telephone to win the prize.
It's Hammer?
Yeah. We're still doing the Hammer alarm?
I thought we gave that up.
No, it's still alive and well.
Whenever someone says Hammer,
particularly if they say MC Hammer.
Are we still doing the Nancy Kerrigan alarm, too?
Oh, my.
No. Hey, come on
look
now.
what you made him
Well,
do.
I didn't know whether we were or not. No, we're not.
Doing that.
You know, we got so many goddamn alarms on this show. Way to go. Way to go. And I know now somebody will set off the Yoko Ono. Well, now you did. E-double-R-I, goddamn.
E-A-N spells Carrigan.
Carrigan.
Anya had her whacked up on the kneecap.
The kneecap.
Thinks her bodyguard will take the whole rap.
Whole rap.
K-E-double-R-I.
Hey, Don,
You'll see. She's on the team. She won't be cut unless she's punched right in the
guts.
Carrigan. That's she.
All right, now you want annoying? I'm going to give you all 3 alarms at the same time. The Yoko alarm, right?
At that 4th alarm, I must well set off. Yes, the celebrity I most resemble is Christy McNichol.
There you go. And the Kerrigan song. And
The Hammer alarm.
I heard a dog. Yoko blows them out of the water.
Yep.
See? All right, stop it. Stop it with the alarms. So what? Jesus Christ. All right, the last thing from the show.
Yes.
Last night, the account exec was the wonderful Libby Hughley.
Yes, terrific lady.
We're all very fond of Libby, and she's the one who booked us in the nightclub last night. Libby was having a liquid diet last night.
Few adult beverages.
And at one point, at halftime, right after we had been accosted by the Wayne's World girl,
Yes.
Libby sat down with me, and that's when we were going to have our heart-to-heart. And she, bless her heart, you know, she sits down across from me, and she says,
Why don't you like me?
That's like the first. That's the indication right there.
Why don't you like me?
And I said, Libby, I like you fine. And she said, I know you don't talk to salespeople unless they worked here a year. I've worked here over a year now. I know you love your son, don't you? I said, yeah, I love him more than anything. I love my son. He's my boyfriend. You know, I don't spend time with a lot of guys because you know, he's my life. You know how that goes, right?
So she's pouring out her soul to you.
Yes. Well,
I was witness to that.
I was just not in the mood to hear it.
The break. Yeah, the looks on your face, they were priceless.
Guy was in, and she said, why don't you like me? I said, Libby, I like you. Right. I like you. You're the first one I liked there. And I said, great. I like you too, Libby. Come on. And at this point, I was trying to get the attention off me. I said, no, but you know who your number one fan is.
Right.
He's sitting right there.
Thanks, pal.
She didn't bite on the bait, though.
No.
She looked at Mike, and she went right back to me and took a nice big drag off her cigarette and said, but really, come on. You like me, right? Come on. You like me. You like me. And at that point, Charlie gave me the signal. Charlie was standing behind Libby, and he gave me the signal where
he kind of does a rooster tail on the back of his head with his hand.
Now, the problem is that I am not adept enough that I can look without making my eyes move so that Libby knows I was looking directly over her shoulder.
Yes.
And she knew that Charlie was giving me the signal.
Yeah, and then Charlie suggested Libby go back and enjoy herself in the bar, but he didn't do it quite like that. He was much colder.
No, he grabbed her by the arm and he said, out. I told you to get out.
Out.
I told you to get out.
Go.
So I wanted to apologize to Libby to say that I didn't have her thrown out.
No, that was a broil move.
Charlie, and also I want to ask Libby about the story I heard about her puking on the way home.
She did a little praying to the porcelain god?
Oh, my.
I understand I had to pull her car over on the side of the road.
Oh, dear.
So that she could spew.
And if you're going to spew into this. She's a wonderful lady, Libby. She's very helpful.
Very nice.
She's not at work today. So we'll try her at home.
Okay. Terrific. Maybe she's feeling better by now.
Why don't you like me? I like you, Libby. Oh, come on. Why don't you like me? She's just like that. Her face like 2 inches from my face.
Hi, you've reached the voice.
Oh. She's not there?
She's not there, I guess.
Just leave a message at the sound of the tone, which is going to happen right now.
Hey, Libby?
Hi, Libby. It's Don and Mike.
Hey, Libby?
How you doing?
Why don't you like me? Libby, I know you love your son. I love my son. We have that in common. Why don't you like me? You like me? Libby, oh, hi, Libby. Hi, Libby. Is Charlie going to make me leave now? Why don't you like me?
Hey, Libby, give us a call if you get a chance.
Hey, we heard you puked on the way home.
We'd like to see how you're doing.
Hope you're feeling better.
Thanks for handling everything last night. You did great last night.
Great job as always, Libby.
Thank you, Libby. And never let it, don't even ever have that thought cross your mind. I love you.
There you go.
Love you long time,
Me
Libby.
too, Libby. We all love you. Do we all love Libby?
We all love Libby.
We all love you, Libby.
Love you, Libby. Oh, that was sweet.
There you go. Feel better.
Why don't you like me? Stop the car! Stop the car!
Feel better, Libby.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
How you doing today, Don?
We're doing great. Maybe she'll call in later.
I hope so.
Who knows? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you fellas doing today?
Hey, we're doing great, thank you.
Yeah, y'all girls are really rock, man. I liked your show last night.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just one problem, man. Why didn't y'all let the daughter and mother team rock the stage, man? Those are the two hottest broads in the show all night long.
The mother and daughter?
Yes, man.
What did you want them to do?
Well, you can't say the F word. Can't say the F word, but let me tell you, if it was up to me, they would have been on stage for half an hour, sir. I agree with you. All night long. Rock the stage. Rock the stage, mother and daughter combo. They could have gotten some stones and sharpened their teeth up once. Yeah, free floss. They could have chewed on some stick. Floss you don't use in that situation.
They could floss with bicycle chain.
Rope. Hello, Don and Mike's show.
How you doing, Don? How you doing, Mike?
Hi, we're doing great, thanks.
I want to thank you very much for coming out and putting on a great show last night, but I do have a different angle. I had a little problem with Homo Joe last night.
Oh, my. Okay, what was your problem with HJ?
Well, have you talked to him today yet? Because I haven't heard it. I came out after the show.
Well, hold on. Let me think. I had my usual wake-up call with Joe this morning. Yeah, that wake-up's not a call. Yeah, that's just a hello. Holdover. Yeah, no, we haven't spoken to him. Why? What happened?
Well, I came out after the show, and I know this is no fault of anyone's there. There was some vandalism to my car, and there was a note on there that said, please call the Frederick Police Department. So I'm in my car driving home, and I called them, and I said, they said, well, we were writing tickets across the street, and we saw this guy vandalizing your car, and we arrested him. So I got to go through court to get my money back. But anyway, I have a friend who was at the show, and he called me today. He said, well, do you know what happened? And I said, hey, let me know. He said, well, Homo Joe was hitting on some guy, and he didn't take too fondly to it, and went outside and was looking for Homo Joe's vehicle. Now, I want to know from Joe, one, what type of guys he's hitting on in these clubs, and number two, what type of vehicle does he drive, and then do I need to trade my truck in today or something?
All right, so now this is the second report of vandalism on cars that could be tied to someone at the show. The first one was the guy who got thrown out for taking pictures, and now what you're alleging is that a guy who Homo Joe was hitting on vandalized your car?
Yeah, what I believe, because I was parked right outside the side entrance where you go in, maybe he thought that my vehicle was Homo Joe's vehicle.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, I don't. It's a speculation. But anyway, the money was pretty...
Way to work Homo Joe into it. No, pretty wild. I don't think Homo Joe had anything to do with that.
Jesus. I don't think he hits on guys, who don't want to be hit on.
Well, you never know. He was also pretty drunk last night.
Oh, well.
And he's pretty horny.
But he also knows he's in Frederick. Okay? Yes, I think so.
Yeah. And I can't blame... I did have a drink last night, but I cannot blame the drink on my fall. Did you catch my fall? You had a fall? When we were going from the backstage to the side door. Oh, the very first time we went out there? Went to the club? Well, did you hit one of those little concrete
parking
things?
blocks?
Yeah. Well, I barely avoided going ass over tea kettle when I was...
Me too.
Did you go down? I went down hard. And, thanks a lot, guys. I mean, really. I mean, it's first of all pitch black. They've got pen lights. And somebody might just want to mention that the way that they're leading us in is complete. It's like, really, it looks like an NFL obstacle course.
Well, I appreciate the way Mike handled it. Instead of saying, be careful, he said, here, Rob, you go first.
Well, they have these... No, Rob, when I did that, I was telling you to go first because you bring us up on stage, and at that moment... when I was looking at you, that's when I hit the concrete. Well, they have simultaneous. You know those things that they have when you pull your car into a parking spot that your tires bump into, the big parking blocks? I hate those things. Concrete things. They have them throughout this little walkway that we were taking, and every once in a while, they would have one skewed that was going at a different angle. Right. And we were just walking along, and I felt like the biggest horse's ass, because all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom! I mean, I'm down. And they came up high, and I hit one of them, too. Rob was standing right next to me when I did that, and it's, it was so pitch black going back there. We have to, people should know that when we do these shows, they snake us around some secret little area, and in this case, we had to go outside of the building from the backstage area, if you want to call it a backstage area, and go to a side door, and it was nuts. It was crazy. It felt like a big doofus dick, and my leg still hurts today. You're not the only one that went down. I mean, I almost went down. You're not the only one that get stumbled on that thing. Yeah. Well, I took a gigantic fall. It was awful. Did you see it, Rob?
No,
I was right behind you. I saw it.
I probably didn't go down because, I unlike you, I wasn't drinking last night. Yes, can I help you, Cretin? What's going on here? There's some doofus at the window.
Security tight as always.
Yeah, quality control. Always quality control. Some guy just standing at the window with his mouth open. Hey, Robbie, go see who that guy is. He's already on it. Rob's already on the case.
Some guy just stood at the window, big mouth open, looking in. Hey, look at the DJ.
You know, sometimes we get those guys look like real slack-jawed yokels. You know, they've just come down and spent $500,000 on the radio station.
Well, he might be a client.
And we yell at them, and then they still buy the schedule.
Amazing,
which is great.
Well, hold on, Rob's coming back by himself.
Rob's coming back.
Must have been a client. Was he a client? Oh, it's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Don.
Hi there.
It's tired Charlie Broyhill. Late night for Charlie last night.
Who was it, Robbie? Who was the guy?
I believe he was a client of Nurse Betty, and she just pushed him out.
Very good.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I was making out with Lisa last night, and she let me kiss her purple starfish.
Swing blade. Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah, can I talk to Don and Mike, please?
Yeah, you're on the air with us right now. Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Frederick.
What about it?
You guys keep on going on and on about Frederick, and you're talking to all these fools that, like, you know, they live there and they're banging their, like, moms or whatever. But,
I don't think we've not talked to anybody today who said that they banged their mom.
Okay, well, I grew up there, and a lot of them do bang their moms.
I think you've got a great big chip on your shoulder, Chelsea.
He said he banged his mom.
No, I didn't say I banged my mom. I'm just saying a lot of people that live in Frederick do bang their moms or their sisters or whatever.
Now, you had a bad time when you lived there. Is that, are we to understand that?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, listen, don't take it out on us, man. I'm sorry. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, can I scoop Buzz?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there was a shooting up in Pennsylvania. That was a school shooting.
Oh, you know, I hate it when people call to scoop Buzz with a story that, correct me if I'm wrong, is probably 4 hours old?
It's from this morning. You see, sir, we have something called a wire service. It's the Associated Press. Constantly sends news updates. I sit here right next to it, never miss a thing.
Listen, even though the people at Westwood One don't think we have a news department, we do, and Buzz delivers the news in the last hour of the show.
Okay, my problem then.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. Was anybody killed in that shooting, just out of curiosity, since he brought it up?
No, the girl who got shot will be fine.
And incidentally, I don't know what he wanted, but you remember yesterday about this time when Rob called the guy at Westwood One from our ad?
Yeah.
In the fax?
Yes.
What the guy was really doing a great job of selling the show?
Right.
The guy's left me about 1,000 messages today.
Yeah, and I wonder what he wants.
Well, I haven't called him back. Maybe I'll call him back on the air.
Might be a good idea.
You think he would take the call on the air?
Here comes Charles Broyhill.
Did you talk to him, Charlie?
I did. It was what I called you about to see if you were interested in doing. That's what he was calling. Right.
Oh, that's what he wanted?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
I told him no.
You told him no?
Because you told me no.
No.
We're thinking two different things.
All right, we're going to have a little behind-the-scenes communication right here.
No, it wasn't about that.
What? What is it? Let me see. What did you write down?
Sponsorship.
It's about what?
A sponsorship.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was about doing something for a client in weight loss.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. All right. That's what he wanted?
Another one of those offers?
I do believe so.
Did he mention anything about the phone call he received from WCNP yesterday?
No, we just communicated strictly via the email.
Gotcha.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Hey, Charlie, if Don doesn't want to, I'll do it.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Good.
I'm kidding.
Good.
And this I can't tell you about, because can't tell you on the air.
Okay.
But we're going to be changing stations in that city.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
In, let me just...
East or west?
Duh. Okay.
That's not going to give it away.
Well, okay, all right. Okay, do you understand that?
Yes, I understand, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
No, that's good news.
Bigger and better, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely bigger and better.
Very exciting.
Yeah, you bet your ass.
Good.
Oh, Howard G. is on the phone to kiss my bumper guy. Howard.
Yo.
Hey, we want to thank Howard G. for doing the warm-up for us last night.
Yeah.
That's right, man. You guys set me up, man.
You're a very brave black man to go in front of 1,500 white inbreds doing a warm-up show.
Way to go, Howard G. And Howard G., we didn't get a chance to see your show, but it went over well?
Yeah, it went real well. Everything was fine. No state police or cops followed me as I left the city, and I did see the burning cross on my truck, though, but it was cool. It was cool. I just let the snow burn it out, and but I had a good time, though.
You didn't have anybody, out in the parking lot say,
what are you doing here?
No.
Right,
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Very good.
Like, guess who's coming to dinner, you know?
Hey, I tell you something right now. You're pretty funny, boy.
I'm moving Frederick, man. I'm moving with that wife and daughter and mom team.
Yeah, they're waiting for you, absolutely. But everybody, I heard a couple of people say they loved your show, so it was a good opening act for us. We were real happy to have you.
I'm going to get that mom some gold teeth to put in her mouth.
Goodbye, Howard G. Goodbye. Oh, you had a good time.
Well, then we got just a couple more loose ends from the show last night. Here's Erin, the girl with the gigantic breasts who made out with Cheryl last night.
Ah, very good.
Erin?
Hi, Don and Mike. How are you?
How are those big boobs of yours doing?
Wonderful. Thank you.
God, this girl had giant boobs last night.
We always like the people that participate in the show early on, and you were one of those, Erin, and thank you for that.
Are those real or fake?
Pardon me?
Are those real or fake?
They're fake.
They're fake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Really?
But that's okay. They look and feel real.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
What size are they?
Double D's.
Double D's.
Double
And I
D's.
agree with everyone that's called in so far. The tape was a killer. That absolutely hurt so bad.
Get the tape off your nipples. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, there's nothing
okay.
we can do. We have to go along with what they want us to do. Did you have a good time when you were up on stage?
I had a great time. And when are you going to be somewhere else where you can do a little more risque acts?
Oh, we'll let you know. Yeah,
Okay.
you should come out.
Oh, I'd love to. And the thing is, I loved Mike and Rob Hayes' song.
Thank you.
And if you ever do a competition where that is involved, I do really, really, really good ones.
Oh, my God.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful
Bye-bye.
call.
Okay.
What a wonderful call.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Homo Joe here, Don and Mike.
Oh, Homo Joe.
How are you?
What?
How are you guys?
Boy, do you sound like you had a little too much partying.
I did. I'm hurting real bad.
Well, maybe they had to give Homo Joe the Rod Stewart treatment last night. Maybe they had to pump all the jizz out of his stomach. Oh, God.
I had to give up the lip, remember?
Oh. And you have a good time last night,
I
Homo
had a
Joe?
wonderful time, and I did not pick up anybody in Frederick. I had a date at home waiting for me.
What are you using, a special kazoo phone?
I have my headset.
Oh, your headset.
Can you pick up a regular phone?
Sure, can do. Hold tight. There you go. There you go.
Much better.
Much better, Joe.
Sorry.
It's funny that he's using the head.
So, Joe, there's no truth to the rumor that you tried to pick a guy up and then he got so incensed he later went to the parking lot and vandalized somebody's car?
That is untrue, Don. I knew where I was, and I was very cautious of what I was doing.
I would figure that. I mean, Homo Joe always knows the room, and I wouldn't see you, walking up to the... First of all, in any circumstance, you probably wouldn't walk up to the kind of guy who you would sense would react like that.
That's correct. And even when I went to the men's room, I said, fag in the room, so that...
All right, HJ, get out of here.
Okay, goodbye.
See you, goodbye. And he's got a website, wants me to plug, homojoe.com.
That's just another one of our troopers.
Yeah.
One of our band of carnies.
He knows the room.
Honest to God, we have... At some point during that show, it's usually during the first part of the show, when I'm up on that stage and I look around and you look at what really amounts to like the Cirque du Soleil of misfits.
We bring them all out, man.
We really do. It's fantastic.
They kiss each other, and it's a great love hymn. He knows the room. He knows the ass.
That's right.
He's Homo Joe. All right, one last person from last night's show who has not checked in with you. This will be the last call on last night's show. Hello?
Yo, hello, guys. How you doing?
Hi, Tom.
It's Popeye.
Hey, it's Popeye the Sailor Man.
Hi, Tom. Hey, Tom.
I am Popeye the Sailor Man.
That's pretty good.
I am strong to the spinach, and I eat my spinach.
New impression.
I got French kissed by a girl last night.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. There's nothing more hideous than seeing Tom on stage with his shirt off, sticking his tongue out of his mouth.
Tongue coming out of his mouth like a reptile.
Wanting to give it to this girl on stage. All right, Tom. Glad you had a good time.
How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing great. Glad you had a good time, Tommy.
I had a good time last night, man.
Good.
Anybody out there listening, go to my website, TomGavin.com.
Right. Everybody's got one. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Joe.com, DennisMurphy.com.
Very nice. All right. Thank
Anybody
you.
out there listening,
All right.
there's somebody, hey, that guy, there's something on this.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Goodbye.com.
That's the widow Geronimo.
Oh, my wife's on the phone. Hello, sweetie.
Hello, greatest husband in the whole wide world.
Wow. Look at this 24-hour turnaround.
Wow.
Hey, listen, honey, when we did the question and answer session last night, that was one of the main topics of discussion.
Yeah, it was on everybody's mind.
After our little on-air discussion yesterday, how are things at home?
I don't even want to know what to tell people when I'm not around.
What did I say? I said things are fine.
Oh, okay, good. No, you are the greatest, sweetest husband ever.
Yes. Wow. You know, a lot of people say to me, Don, after you have a major fight with your wife, as you did yesterday, when you accuse her of all kinds of awful behavior, how do you possibly keep the relationship together after 20 years? And I here is my simple answer. The day after you have a fight like that, you immediately go out and buy your wife a new automobile.
Oh, that works.
That's it.
I knew it was something like that.
You think I'm lying?
No,
no, that's the truth.
You're probably telling the truth.
I swear to God.
It's beautiful. It's spending the night at our house just to see if it likes it here.
Yeah,
very good. Great.
That's how you make it right.
There you go.
That's how you make it right.
I love you.
That's great.
I love you too, baby.
All right, boo-boo.
All right,
wonderful.
bye.
Okay, bye, sweetie pie.
Bye-bye.
It's that easy. Huh?
God damn, she's fast. Yeah. How is it when I go to a dealership and I want to talk to them about buying a car? Right. I'm always there for 8 hours. You know what I mean?
And you consider yourself fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes there. I mean, I talked to her about it 3 hours ago.
Right.
She got the friggin' thing in the garage already.
Pretty cool.
What genre of automobile?
A nice one. Why?
I'm just curious.
A nice one.
Because I was wondering, if there was like a minimum, if like maybe a PT Cruiser could get you out of the doghouse, or does it have to go up from there?
No, it's not related. It's something she's been yelling at me about for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And as it turns out, it was just after the events of yesterday's show. It was the right decision today.
Good timing. Good timing on her part.
When she, said, "Hey, I'm thinking about trading the car in and getting a new car," and I said,
"Knock yourself out.
Go for it.
There you go.
Go for it. You deserve the greatest, baby. Take it.
Wow.
Take it.
Yeah.
Right. Why not? What the hell?
It sounds like she's test driving it. It sounds like she hasn't closed the deal yet. Because she just said that it's spending the night at the house to see if it likes it.
No, you don't know Freda. I guarantee she'll take it.
She's calling everyone she knows. Very excitedly.
Hold on. Let me try the other line. Yeah, I bet she's already.
It's an incredible mood swing.
Well, that's what 50 grand will do for you.
Hello?
Did you buy it already?
Well, no, I haven't signed all the papers. It's just visiting. I wanted you to look at it.
Okay, but hold on. Listen, just for the purpose of, we were just having a discussion here.
Mm-hmm.
If I like it, like I have a choice in the matter, but if I like it, you're gonna get it, right?
Well,
I mean, honey, it's fine.
I know you'll like it because I like it. The reason I brought, if you want all the boring details, because I'm going to figure out, I'm going to sell. Maybe my parents want to buy my car. I'm going to do some wheeling and dealing and figuring out how to finagle it. But I got it under control.
All right, but what color is it?
It is platinum.
Ooh, platinum. Well, see, I told you guys, she's not just bringing it home. If she just brings it home to put it in the garage, that means she's made the deal. Okay.
Yeah, we shook hands on it.
Oh. Yeah, I told you.
It's not finalized until I, do some, I got to do the things that you don't usually worry your pretty little head about.
Right. Hey, do me a favor. Can I ask you one question?
Mm-hmm.
The dealership. Just give me the first letter.
I think it was you mean not the type of car?
Not the type of car.
I told Mike the type of car.
I think it's an R.
Okay.
Why, is that a problem?
No, not at all.
Oh, all right, good.
No, not at all.
Love you, sweetie.
Okay, no, they were very nice. I mean, they couldn't have been nicer and quicker or speedier. Buying a car is so much easier now because all the information's on the internet. There's no games because it's impossible to play a lot of games. All the information's out there.
It's right there. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Love you, great husband.
Love you. Bye-bye. Hey, listen,
you were just starting to get weighed down there for a second. For a while there, you were starting to look like you had a couple of cinder blocks on your shoulders.
Yeah, just a little bit. Because I know my wife when she goes in there, it's like, sticker? Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because she's done her research on the Internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that is. I mean, the Internet's changed the way you buy cars.
No, but I like to haggle.
Yeah. But you know what? Don't you think, like I think, that the car dealers have a way around that? Yeah. That the information now you're getting on all these websites is probably, not the real. I mean, their car. Yes, Rob.
Right. Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Right.
Bottom line.
It sure is, Rob.
What you say?
It sure is.
Okay, time out. We will be right back.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio, the Don and Mike Show.
We're here with AJ, Robert Eiler, who did the greatest thing last year by saying, well, you got to say it for me.
Oh, come on. I did it once. That's it.
Oh, come on, one more.
No, because then next year you'll want another one.
Absolutely.
And another one. I don't have it in me.
Got to say it.
I can say something else to in it.
I like that. How about you never listen to the Don and Mike Show?
You never listen to the Don and Mike Show.
But you could listen to him on NEW every night.
So you can listen to the NEW every night.
Thanks so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
They go together like rubber balls and liquor. Don and Mike.
There's AJ Anthony Jr. from The Sopranos.
Yeah, now after that segment, Rob is going to have to register when he moves to certain neighborhoods.
That's right. I am reading that The Sopranos was the most watched program in HBO history. Give a round of applause. Yeah, just support that. 11 million viewers.
That's good.
And the reason that is so big is that, let me see, a show like, for instance, Titus on Fox got 9 million viewers. Okay?
Titus got 9 million?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is, let me find a show that has a comparable number.
So what you're saying is broadcast television still blows cable out of the water.
For instance, Touched by an Angel, 11 million morons watched that show last week.
Right.
Exactly the same number as The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is every house in America has a TV where you can get Channel 2, Channel 9, Channel 4, Channel 7.
Right.
You want HBO, you got to pay for it.
Absolutely.
Meaning that if The Sopranos was on regular TV, but of course The Sopranos could never be on regular TV because they would F it up so bad.
That's encouraging news for not just HBO and not just The Sopranos, but cable TV in general. That's very encouraging.
However, I wish that HBO's got a couple of good shows. I've grown fond, like everyone has, of Sex and the City. My wife got me on that, and I watch that now. And the Larry David Show is hit or miss. I like it sometimes. I don't like it sometimes.
I think most of the time that show could not possibly suck enough.
But I still don't know why Arliss is on the air.
Yeah.
And why when they promote their shows, they give you a clip of The Sopranos, then they give you a clip of Sex and the City, and then a clip of Arliss. Like, those are the three benchmark shows that HBO has.
I think that's the problem with not having to generate the kind of ratings that commercial television has to do. I mean, well, not that HBO's not commercial, but they don't have the same kind of pressure for ratings, and a show like Arliss would probably be on the scrap heap if it was on regular television.
Well, no, Arliss would probably... Well, you're right about that. Arliss is so bad, though. Arliss is one of those shows that would probably stay on regular network television.
You may be right.
Forever.
But I think it stays on HBO because they don't have those barometers, and if somebody thinks it's good that's an executive at HBO, the show is going to stay on. I mean,
but doesn't it cost them money? I mean, to make a show like Arliss?
It costs them money, but I think that they have certain budgetary... money set aside to do these shows, and if a show like Arliss it just gets by, they'll keep running it. I mean, I don't know how many people watch Arliss. I don't know what the statistics are on that.
I mean, I know they got the Dennis Miller Show, which I watch and I like, and they have the Bob Costas Show that I'll stay up late tonight and watch tonight.
It's amazing that they do have that level of quality programming, and then you have The Sopranos, which is the best written show on television, and then you see Arliss that's just ludicrously bad. I mean, it's horrible.
I think they generate also some revenue. They syndicate some of their programs overseas. I know the Larry Sanders Show runs on like a regular network. I think it's in China.
Yeah, but I can't picture Chinese people even thinking that Arliss is funny.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean,
even better jokes.
Even if you live in a communist communist country where you're opposed and you only get 2 TV channels, even then, Arliss would suck.
I don't understand it. I mean, I really don't understand it. That show, I remember when we were first talking about it, when it first came on, the concept of that show, which was kind of a spin-off of the whole Jerry Maguire thing, was fantastic. I thought it would be great. And then they go into this cartoony, they even play cartoon music on Arliss, like when it's going, womp, 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 womp. And is he as bad? Is it because of him?
I think so.
I think it's him.
Because, you know, they get big-name actors.
Right.
I mean, they get big-name athletes and famous actors.
Lots of cameos.
Do cameos on the show.
And Rudy.
Yeah, and Rudy Martzke, of course. And I think the surrounding cast is not bad, but he is just awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the worst.
You know, you can hear that clip with Rudy Martzke, and you can hear, well, what am I supposed to do?
Here are 2 great thespians from the TV show Arliss, Rudy Martzke and Robert Wool. Please listen now, all you acting students out there. Here you go.
Oh, coming. Arliss Michaels. Rudy Martzke, how's the USA today?
Returning your call, Arliss. Which of your clients have I slandered now?
To the cartoon
There's
music?
a little rumor flying in the air. I thought it might blow your way. Blow me.
The venerable voice of...
Yeah, you're right about the music.
Yeah, cartoon music.
Voodoo. Voodoo, voodoo, voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
Just absolute cartoon music running all the way through it.
A certain LA team may jump cross town if he doesn't get a new 3-year deal from www.I-got-more-money-than-God-new-team-owner.com.
Arliss, you eat more than the Exxon Valdez. Here I am trying to do my good friend a solid. Hey, let me repay you for this little windfall. How would you like your byline in my column next week while I'm on vacation?
You're repaying me by having me do your job for you.
Think about it, Arliss. National media, USA Today. You can write whatever you want about whomever you want.
Wow. It is. Wow. We've got several layers at play there. We really do. When I listen to that carefully, you're talking about writing that's not exactly going to win an Oscar.
And it's Rudy.
Yeah.
And it's Robert Wool. I think the question is, how did that show stay on the air?
Exactly.
I mean, you know what Arliss is? Arliss is what Dream On used to be.
Absolutely. They always seem to have that crappy show that just exists out there, but Arliss is starting to set records for staying on. At least Dream On went off the air after a while.
I think Dream On was on like 5 years.
Oh, really? How many more years do we have of Arliss then?
How long ago was it that Robert Wool would come on the show and pump Arliss? We tell him it sucks and he would still come back on?
I think that was 3 or 4 years ago, but you're forgetting what Dream On could offer that Arliss can't.
Oh, nudity.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely. Right. Well, do they have any nudity in Arliss at all?
I don't.
Rudy and Robert Wool.
I don't Rudy Martin.
I don't think I've seen it. Let me see. I know you've heard this about Russell Crowe, that the FBI confirmed that someone's trying to kidnap him.
Someone's trying to kidnap Russell Crowe?
Yeah, it's funny because Russell Crowe in the movie with Meg Ryan played a guy who went and caught people who tried to kidnap people.
Right, who tried to kidnap grown men.
And now someone's trying to kidnap Russell Crowe. So, like, the FBI was all around him at the Golden Globes and junk.
Wow.
Yeah, someone's trying to kidnap him.
I snatch him.
And I say to the FBI, listen, I have nothing to do with this, but I would think, ask Dennis Quaid.
And isn't the director of that Meg Ryan Russell Crowe movie that I don't know the name of because no one went to go see it, isn't that director blaming their romance on the failure of the picture?
Yes.
Yes, he is. And there's a big controversy around that, too.
Yes, he is. Also, a couple of lawsuits were in the newspaper today that are interesting. A dancer is suing Sylvester Stallone, says she's been banging him for 10 years, and now she's suing him for sexual assault.
Right.
And also, the overpriced basketball player who used to play for the Wizards, Juwan Howard.
Yes.
There's a girl now who's suing him saying that Juwan Howard gave her herpes.
Oh, my. Is he down to 2 pills a day?
I don't know.
His 4 pills is a hassle. May experience headache and nausea.
Hey, and listen, I'm so glad you brought that up.
I watched that. I watched one last night, and I was riveted to it.
There is a commercial for women. I don't know what the product is, and I don't know what the product does for women. Is it something with to get rid of PMS?
I think it's an antidepressant, and I know the one you're talking. The commercial that is 80% disclaimer.
They have the woman coming on and saying, my life has never been better. My whole day has turned around, and the rest of the commercial is, may cause nausea, may cause drowsiness, may cause loss of sexual appetite, may make you dry mouth, may make you heave, you may break out in scabies.
And because with the law they are required to put that kind of a disclaimer on, what you do with these TV commercials is while they are going through this extremely heavy disclaimer, you have pictures of women smiling.
Pretty pictures.
That's what pictures of women enjoying life, very content, and they play very nice music while they're telling you that your hair's going to fall out.
Yeah, and well, first off, what is the product? Because there's one that has women. And I know it's a feminine product where all the women are very happy, but the disclaimers are incredible.
I think there's one for Paxil, but I don't think this is Paxil. It might be, but there's another type antidepressant type thing.
Yeah, it's Prozac, I believe.
You can live your life. I don't think it's Prozac.
Well, it's made by the same company.
Right.
Yeah,
and they just
stuff.
But it's definitely a happy pill.
Wouldn't you rather be depressed though? If the choice is okay, you could be depressed, or you could be happy and you never be able to have sex. Everything you eat, you're going to throw up.
Well, see what they do.
You're going to be sleepless. Your hair is going to fall out.
It's almost like when we have to adhere to those regulations. These are just regulations. And a doctor who would prescribe that for somebody would tell you that, that is like one in a gazillion people that are going to experience that type of thing. The vast majority of people...
Well, those doctors are lying, though.
I saw another good one today, and I can't remember what the pill did, but it said, I wanted to cure that with without touching my sexual appetite. And that's important to me. It's like this poor woman has to say this.
Right.
That's important to me.
For my money, I'd rather be depressed than not be able to get a boner. I would rather be unhappy 23 hours and 50 minutes out of the day, but don't take away the 10 minutes that are truly enjoyable, because you take away the 10 minutes that are truly enjoyable, even if I'm not depressed, that's going to make the other 23 hours and 50 minutes depressing.
Yeah, and I always think about that. What if you lose them, when you're on the road or something?
Well, then you're like me, myself, and Irene.
Lost my pills.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, do you guys have any... do you guys broadcast over the internet on any...
Yes, we do. Let me give you the site. www.
Gotcha.
SCA.
SCA.
TL. OVERS.com.
SCACL.
No. SCA. It's 3 words, but type it as 1 word. www.SCA. TLOVER.com.
Okay.
All right.
You got it?
Thank you very much.
You read that back to us?
SCATLOEER.
No.
No, come on now. Listen.
It's 3 words, but when you type them out, you type it out as 1 word. Let me give it to you again. It's www.SCA.
SCA.
SCA.
FDA.
TLO.
TLO.
TLO. T as in Thomas.
TLO.
VER.
Do you have trouble writing, sir?
DER. Yeah.
I mean, really, honest to God, we've given it to you now 3 times.
.com.
You're going too fast for me. I'm a little slow.
Listen, it's a pirate site because CBS will not allow any streaming audio from any of its shows on the internet.
Okay. FDA, TLO, DER.
No, you're saying FDA.
No. S as in
Sam.
C as in the C word. Charlie, for a woman. A as in ass. SCA. Then the next part is T as in Thomas. L as in loser. O as in ovary. V as in vagina. E as in erection. R as in rectum. .com.
Can you read that back to us?
SCATLOVER.
Finally.
.com.
.com.
You got it?
Thank you very much.
All right. Enjoy the show on the internet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. He's a stenographer.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, the name of the product is Serafem, and it's for PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder.
Ah, there you go.
What a mess
and
that sounds like.
my doctor told me it is a form of Prozac, but it's for like PMS, basically.
Right. And what are the side effects on it? Like that you?
I haven't had any side effects.
No, but when they give you the whole spiel,
He didn't give me any kind of spiel. I just told him I'm cranky and I'm mad at my husband for nothing, and he's like, this is what you need.
You may experience feminine itching. Some people will experience nausea and discomfort. There is a small chance that your right earlobe may fall down to your armpit area, and you will develop uncontrollable stomach hair.
All right, but you didn't hear
I said any of that.
You heard none of that. All right, thank you, honey.
Thanks.
And you mean to tell me that you just realized... Hey, hold on, you still there?
In the event of your untimely death, discontinue use of Seraphim.
I believe we had a woman who said she realized she was just being a bitch to her husband.
Yes.
So she went to the doctor to get a pill for it.
There are many women that medicate due to the PMS situation because it gets to a point that, I remember seeing a comedian one time. This is right when PMS first came on the scene. And
I could have saved myself $49,000 if I would have just got my wife a pill instead of getting her a car.
Yeah, he held up like a news headline that said, "This man was killed due to PMS." And it was some lady that, had blown a hole in her husband's chest.
There are non-prescription methods.
Rob. But, Rob, how many tube socks and how many bars of Dove soap can you buy in a week?
Actually, I'm not on the health insurance here at the station, but my insurance does cover a sock full of BBs with a $5 copay.
With a $5 what?
Copay.
And how is Carrie doing?
I don't know.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello?
Hello?
Don and Mike.
Yeah, we are. Hi there.
Hey, we listen to you all the time.
Are you on a speakerphone?
Yeah, we have to. I'm driving. Driving?
Yeah, okay. Hi, what can we do for you?
Hey, we're just calling to say that we listen to you all the time.
Thank you. All right, thanks.
All right.
Bye. Hello there, Don and Mike show. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. I just called earlier, the woman who was talking about Seraphim, the one for PMDD.
Yes.
And you asked if there were any side effects.
Yeah, right.
There are some side effects. One of them they say that's the most common is that you lose your sexual desire. You can't have orgasms.
Well, that wouldn't be a loss for Freda.
Well, I'm just telling you,
I can't give her orgasms anyway.
If she's lacking in that department anyway, it wouldn't really matter, right?
Right.
But there are people who, can't live without that, I guess.
Are you one of those people?
I don't know. I won't tell.
Hold on. Are you taking the drug?
Yes, I have taken it.
And how do you like it?
And I don't get all nasty at the world anymore.
Oh, very good.
But do you still enjoy sex?
Well, I do.
Do you still crave the one-eyed snake? Do you like to ride the baloney pony?
Always.
Really?
Really?
Right, and have you experienced any nausea or headaches?
Nope.
Unwanted body hair?
No.
Any moles or, tattoo-like birthmarks that have developed?
Nope.
Right,
I haven't had any side effects. They say it makes you tired, so I take it at night.
Do you constantly smell eggs?
I want you to repeat something after me in Pig Latin.
Let me have your teeth loosened.
Let me see if you actually still do feel an interest in sex. I would say, I-A.
I-A.
Ovlay.
Ovlay.
Okay. Say it now on your own.
I'll repeat after you.
No.
She's scared to do it on her own, you see. She's afraid she'll say the word.
Just say it one time. Well, I have a delay. Don't worry. Just say it in Pig Latin.
I-A, Ovlay, okay.
All right, good job. Thank you, Jorge. Goodbye, gay.
Oh, I forgot to ask her if her teeth felt like they were loosening.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, you talk about Sopranos and all this. What about Oz? What do you think about Oz?
I think Oz is primarily viewed by gay people, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I've never watched it, Mike.
Never watched Oz?
No, I never watched it.
Oz is, I think, very popular in the gay community.
Yeah, big fag show.
Oh, well, Joe loves it.
Well, do you love it? Do you watch it?
Oh, it's a great show. You got butt sex and stabbing.
See?
Butt sex and stabbing.
That's what I told you. Right.
Normal.
Goodbye. See you later. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Some music.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Don and Mike, I was curious about your ethnicity.
Ethnicity, you mean?
Yeah, I know Mike, you're Irish. Don, you have some Italian in you?
No, sir, I'm an African.
Oh, well, seriously.
Serious?
He is being serious. You didn't know that?
I don't think he knows he's adopted, probably.
Well, I know by my skin color I am African American.
And we've never doubted it. He's very light-skinned, but I think Don is an African American.
Okay, Don, du Gott entweder the boca.
Excuse me?
Stugatz entrada la bocca.
Well, you're speaking Italian. You have to speak African if you want me to respond.
No, I know you have some Italian in you.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Arrivederci.
Peace out.
He's very disappointed. He's disappointed.
Keep it real in the field. Word to your mother.
And, sir, this is from me. May you be halfway to heaven before the devil knows you're dead.
Have a drink.
Thank you.
Peace, love, and soul.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Have a felony.
Bobhead.
All right.
I will tell you, it's not easy being the only black guy on this show.
I know. But you do it well, and I think you've opened all of our minds.
Except for Rob's.
That's a mind that can't be pried open. You need a crowbar wouldn't work.
Hello, Don and Mike.
I enjoy the Oz-inspired HBO drama, Charles Broyhill.
What? What was that?
I don't know. I started laughing just with the tone.
Hello,
Charlie.
Don and Mike.
Yeah, can I get on here?
Nope, sorry.
No?
Thanks for calling, though.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right. You're very welcome. Bye-bye. All right, we're almost ready for the mystery guest now.
Oh, am I excited? Are we going to have some hints?
No hints at all.
Can we guess?
Is it 3? No, it's not. Michael.
Michael.
It's very complicated. Now, here's the deal. We're going to have a mystery guest on. You guys can call in at 877-365-3636. 20 questions. Going to do in this order. Mike gets first question. Rob gets second. Buzz gets third. Mike, we would need to shovel him. It was Vic Payback.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mike goes first. Rob second. Buzz third. Then we'll take 3 telephone calls. Okay?
Okay.
First person to identify the mystery guest will win a prize. And if it's one of you guys, just hold up a card if you think you have it. Don't say it.
Right.
Because we want someone on the telephone to win, okay?
Got it.
So the mystery guest is coming right up.
All right.
You've not even heard the mystery guest yet. You have a guess already?
Yes.
Okay, let's see it. Who is it? Robert De Niro.
No?
No, it's not.
You've always wanted to have him.
I know, but it's not him.
All right.
Let me give you this hint, though.
Yes.
This mystery guest, in his field, is as renowned,
yes,
and as well known as Robert De Niro.
Great clue.
This field. All right. This particular artist, performer, is as popular at what he does, or she does, as Robert De Niro is at acting. Now, it'll do you no good to keep writing down these names. It's not Tommy Hilfiger. Mike, it is a real celebrity.
Okay, very good.
Has this person been on the show before?
Now, Rob, this counts as a question. See, Mike is just tossing out names.
I withdraw the question.
That's right.
Okay, so everybody get ready.
All right.
The mystery guest, we're going to do a break first. Okay. We'll come back. We'll look at Rob with pencil and paper. He's ready to play the game now.
It's one of those days where I just laugh looking at Rob.
We've got on that goofy fag bowling shirt.
And he's got the ball, and he's also he gets that serious look on his face.
Well, because he likes taking tests.
He likes games and tests.
He does.
I'll give him a game and a test.
We'll be right back.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
Okay, hi, this is Dorm Radio, DORM, broadcasting live from the Bakersfield Science Building.
Staunchly opposed to Tan Cake City, The Don and Mike Show.
Let me just pad for a second here while we wait for the mystery guest and tell you on tomorrow's show, it's Rob's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Don't say I didn't remind you.
Yeah, I know.
Robbie's birthday tomorrow. And Rob will have...
I already purchased this gift.
Hey.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, shocker. I never get gifts for anybody.
No.
Yeah, I know.
You forget birthdays, though.
No, I don't forget birthdays. I remember birthdays
on the day of the birthday.
On the day of the birthday.
And you give them money.
All right.
You do.
This is the first time you've ever gotten me a birthday gift. I'm really excited.
I'm very excited.
Do you still make a card?
Yes, I do. I still make a card.
Thank goodness.
Hold on.
Stingy.
Hold on. Rob, pick up the telephone. Okay. It's not that you're Johnny Stingy. You're Johnny Forgetful.
Very generous.
Johnny, take us out of the way to go up to the appearance.
Now, don't talk much to him.
If he hears them, he knows already.
The mystery guest is going to use a fake voice.
Okay, very good.
Didn't say anything to me.
Okay, so the mystery guest coming up tomorrow. Rob's birthday, multi-girl live on-air sex show to celebrate, and we've selected someone special to receive the birthday sex show for Rob.
Oh, good.
That is a secret until tomorrow.
Very exciting.
Also on tomorrow's show, the dude who burned his hands off on Survivor, Mike.
Wow.
Yes, Michael. He'll be on tomorrow. Friday, live in the studio, Kevin Pollak.
Right.
Funnyman Kevin Pollak.
He is a funny dude.
All right, so is everybody ready to play the mystery guest?
Ready. I am ready.
Okay, we have a mystery guest on the line. And we're going to ask the mystery guest.
Does the mystery guest know to use a phony voice?
I believe the mystery guest has been told to use. Have you been told to use a phony voice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody say hi to the mystery guest.
Hi,
Hello,
mystery guest.
Hi. All right, now we're going to start. 20 questions for the mystery guest. It'll be Mike, Rob, then Buzz, and then we'll open it up to people from the audience. Mike, you have the privilege of the first question for the mystery guest.
Mystery guest, are you in show business?
Yep. Yep, that is a yes. Now, question number 2 goes to Rob. Rob, I'm sorry, there you go.
Mystery guest, have you appeared on this program before?
No.
That's 2. Buzzy.
Mystery guest, are you by any chance a musician?
No.
That's 3.
Was that a no?
Nope.
That was a no.
That's a no.
Nope.
All right, let's go to the phones for question number 4. Hello, you're on the air with the mystery guest. Ask the question.
Yeah, are you in the sports world?
No.
4.
All right, so he's not in the music, he's not in the sports.
Hello, Don and Mike, you're on the air with the mystery guest. Go ahead, give a question.
Yeah.
Turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down.
Okay, sorry about that. Are you in the movies?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
That would be 6. Here's question number 7. Oh, Christ. If someone would just turn down their friggin' radio. Hello?
Turn your radio.
Turn your radio down. I hear myself on the radio saying turn the radio down.
Are you in the movies?
No, the guy still has his radio turned
You
on.
know what? I'm sorry. The audience has just demonstrated they can't play the game.
Good, take them out of the equation.
All right, 15 more questions. Mike, go ahead.
Are you on television?
Yes. I was.
Rob.
The series you were affiliated with, did it run in the 60s?
Nope.
No.
7. Buzz.
Was the show a comedy?
Yep.
8. Mike.
Is the show currently in syndication?
Yep.
9.
I have a guess. I'm going to write it down.
If you have a guess, you're out of the game if you're wrong. Ooh. Mike, you are out of the game.
All right.
It is not Bob Denver.
Okay.
Rob, question 10.
Mystery guest, are you over the age of 60?
Yep.
Buzz.
Are you featured on TV Land?
Yep.
11. Robbie.
Were you the star of the program that you're affiliated with?
Yep.
12. Buzz. Buzz has a guess?
I have a guess.
Rob, do not turn around. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
I swear to God?
Well, I did see it. I'm sorry. I did.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the mystery guest is Alf.
Hey, Alf. You know what really sucks? My next question was, do you have facial hair? I thought it was going to be Alf.
I have hair everywhere.
Hey, Alf, how you doing?
I have hair. I've got more hair on my back than Robin Williams. Al can't come to the phone right now. He's blow drying his arm.
We have Alf on the show.
Yeah.
Alf is going to be on Nick at Night this Sunday night. Nick at Night.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Oh, why didn't they tell me that?
Nick at Night preempts his primetime lineup to present Revenge of the 80s.
Yeah.
How's Willie Tanner doing?
He's doing well. I keep telling him you can't drive and drink. Doesn't want to listen to me.
That's a good one, Alf.
Sure. He ended up on Norm's show. Good luck to him.
You know who I always thought was hot on Alf?
Don't say it. Not the Arcmonics.
No. The wife. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very hot. There was a scene in the beginning where the wife was coming out of the shower.
Yeah, I got the camera. I got a picture. I'll show it to you.
Alf, I have to tell you something, that Don is such a fan that 1 year when that show was on, Don actually went to a Halloween party with an Alf mask and an Elvis costume, and he went as Alphys.
I love that about you, Don. You have excellent taste.
Well, that was when when Alf was on, Bart was how old? Was he 5 years old at the time?
Yeah, absolutely, just a little bitty.
I'll still use that as the excuse for watching the show, but
you were into Alf. You had Alf masks. You had Alf posters. You were turbo into Alf.
I loved Alf.
There was a guy who held up a package store with an Alf mask. He came to my house and questioned me.
Alf got the material, man. I'm laughing at Alf still. That's good.
In case you don't know, Alf's earlier joke, the guy who played Willie
had a DUI.
Yeah, he was busted for a DUI.
Yeah. No secret there.
No, really.
9 o'clock in the morning. Go figure.
That's killing me. That's funny. You're busting on Willie Tanner.
Listen, Alf, use your real voice for a second.
This is it, man.
You're not going to break character?
This is it, baby.
Oh, wow. All right. Fantastic.
All right, let me ask Alf a few questions.
Go figure.
Please.
Alf, do you have a penis?
Excuse me?
Do you have a penis?
I keep it in a jar, yes. Yes, for such an emergency.
Fantastic.
Have you ever been laid, Alf?
Not on this planet, no.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Would you like to on this planet?
Are you offering? I don't think so. Pass. I'm throwing all the cards over now. I'm going to Arlene, what's her name? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Is Alf straight?
Did anybody straight as an arrow, babe?
Very good.
Like hearing that.
And, Alf, how much money do you have on your person right now?
Not much at all. I don't have any pockets. Got nowhere to hold it, baby.
Do you know a man named Paul Fusco?
I do. He's a genius. I love that guy.
Would Paul Fusco be the voice of Alf?
Yes. No. He tries to speak for me, but I don't let him.
Hey, what does Paul Fusco do now besides promote Alf?
Not much. He sits around and lets me take center spotlight.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Has Alf been good to Paul Fusco?
He has been. Not as good as he's been to me, but yeah.
Very good.
Did Alf make a lot of money for Paul Fusco?
Yeah, but he spent most of it on wine and broads, and then the rest he wasted.
I got you.
Catch me on the Love Boat.
All right, well, Alf, thank you for coming on the
thanks
show.
for having me. That was a very intelligent interview. I appreciate that.
Hey, you got the A material going, Alf. I mean, we've had...
Where are you guys located? Where am I talking to?
Well, we're a national show. New York, D.C., Sacramento.
Okay.
All over the place.
You're a lot like Casey Kasem.
Yeah, we're identical to Casey.
Exactly.
I got that.
Everybody...
Is he still alive?
Watch Alf.
Does he still have his own teeth?
This weekend on the Nick at Night.
Nick at Night.
Fantastic.
Nick at Night. Our mystery guest was Alf. Thank you, Alf.
Hey, did I win anything?
You won a chance to come on the show again sometime, Alf.
Got it.
And we'd like to talk to Paul anytime he'd like to talk to us.
I'll bring him right on. Hold on.
All right, hold on.
Hello?
Oh, you got that A material working with Alf, man. Good job. Really fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Really did like Alf. I mean, I know a lot of people would be embarrassed to say that, but
no, you shouldn't be.
I really did.
You should see some of the fans, the fan base that we had. It was unbelievable.
I always liked Alf. I mean, it wasn't the other people on the show. It was Alf. It was the concept of Alf, and your voice is hilarious.
Oh well, thank you. Thank you.
How long did that show run?
4 years.
4 years. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, were you able? Now, you obviously were not the guy in the suit.
Well, it wasn't a suit, but there was different ways of doing it. But I was involved in that. Yeah.
But primarily it was the voice work, right?
No, I was operating it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, what are you like? One of those Muppeteer type guys?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it's funny, now that Alf has left, Paul's a very mellow guy.
Yeah, Alf takes a lot out of you.
Are you a married guy, Paul?
Yes, I am.
Were you married when you were being Alf?
I was, and my wife worked on the show as well.
Wow. Because I was going to ask if you were able to get any chicks.
Yeah, I wish.
Like you go into a bar and you meet a girl and you say, hey, do you ever watch Alf? And then all of a sudden you go, hey, I am Alf.
No one believed me when I used to do that.
Have you done any other similar type programs?
No, not with that. I did a lot of children's programs with puppet characters and stuff, but I did a few. I did two specials for NBC afterwards that were just one was a Christmas special and otherwise a Halloween special.
All right, so you're kind of like one of those Muppeteer guys.
Well, Muppeteer means you're with the Muppets. I don't like to use that word.
You're a puppeteer.
Puppeteer.
Very good.
My background was...
You're an alphateer.
Alphateer, yeah. Musketeer is something else.
Well, we sure do like Alf.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for coming. Thank you for
having me. Did anybody guess it, by the way?
Yeah, Buzz, our news guy did.
Our news guy got it after 13 questions.
That was a very funny line that you had. Obviously, our audience cannot play the game. They don't follow instructions.
Sometimes we have to discipline them.
No, that wasn't funny. That was reality.
I like that. That's very nice. I like that. You're like the soup Nazis. You're like the radio Nazis.
We take that as a very high compliment.
No more radio for you.
All right, thanks. Paul, get out of here. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there is your mystery guest.
Cool. You know, it just cracked me up when he talked about Willie Tanner getting a DUI. 9 o'clock in the morning, go figure. That was funny. Yeah.
See, that's a good mystery guest. Alf.
That's a great mystery guest. I never would have gotten it in a million years.
Alf.
I always guess Bob Denver.
We've had Bob Denver on the show before. That was one of the questions.
I still want to guess Bob Denver.
How upset are you that Buzz got it before you?
Not. I thought it was really cool to hear the guy. It's really neat. I've never heard the real voice of Alf.
You're not upset at all that Buzz got it before you?
I'm pleased that Buzz did so.
Why didn't you congratulate him then?
Buzz, congratulations. Well played.
Thank you, Rob.
Turn and congratulate him.
Congratulations.
Why don't you go over there and shake his hand, Rob?
Would you like that?
I'd love to see that. Why don't you embrace him?
And as you shake his hand and embrace him, why don't you say, congratulations on knowing something of minor, trivial
importance
that I did not know.
I'd like to point out that Buzz didn't know Paul Fusco's name.
But I was
true.
All right. Would you just go?
Yes, I will.
Go congratulate him as much as it's going to kill him.
It's going to kill him.
He was sincere in his congratulations, but he had to say the part about Paul Fusco.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Buzz,
yes,
congratulations on knowing that.
Thank you, buddy.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job.
No. Hold on. More than that.
What? More?
Congratulations on knowing a trivial fact that I did not know.
Congratulations on outwitting me and knowing a trivial fact that I didn't know. You beat me to the punch, and that's fantastic.
Well, I'm honored, Rob. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, Buzz,
yes,
Rob, you're a better man than I.
Buzz, you're a better man than I.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's
No, it's true.
Nice of you to say so.
It's true.
Very gracious.
When
Buzz.
it comes to trivia, you're the king.
Really?
Say it.
When it comes to trivia, you've outplayed me today.
No. Say it now. When it comes to trivia, you're the king.
When it comes to trivia, Buzz, you're the king.
There you go.
Gotcha, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob.
His cheeks are turning red.
That's the funny thing about Rob. That really upsets him to have to do that.
No. He's fine.
No, look at him. Look how upset he is. Look at him. He's coming in all red.
He'll lose sleep tonight.
All red. And you know on the way home, he'll be pounding the dashboard. I should have known it was Alf.
I wouldn't have had to go through that exercise. Those bastards.
I knew it was Alf.
It was Alf, and I let Buzz out with me. Damn, why?
Just the same.
Carrie, I'm home, and I'm not happy. Dinner.
Carrie answers the phone wearing a hockey mask. Rob, I'm sorry you didn't know it wasn't Alf.
You bet I didn't. I have to be so mild-mannered and silly and funny all day. Get me my potato.
Okay, time out. Thank you, Alf. Watch him this weekend on Nick at Night. We will be right back.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio, the Don and Mike Show.
When I open the curtain, I see this gentleman sitting on a service card, sitting down.
What?
With his pants down to his ankles.
Oh, really?
Relieving himself.
What?
And I said, sir, this is not a bathroom. Excuse me, sir, this is not a bathroom.
What?
Imagine. A small room.
What?
And a grown man.
Oh, really?
Defecating in that small room.
What?
And spreading it all over.
What?
Imagine that smell.
Oh, really?
You can't hide it.
What?
It was very bad.
What?
Very bad.
There he is. There's the man.
What?
Oh, hold on. I'm dry.
Light a rose.
Got a dry hole here. Thank you.
2 DJs who love DJs. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
I'm looking for the CD for the Rejoinder music, and Robbie, I can't find the CD that you burned that has the CD stuff on it.
We're going to play the Alf theme?
You got it? No. What we have is the tape of... Channel 4 in Reno. And Channel 2 in Reno.
Covering our big, fantastic show out there.
Right. And I think these are both before we canceled, or had the show canceled, before the live Las Vegas style show never happened in Reno.
Remember when you greeted the people in the studio? These are the packages they put together for that.
Ah, very good.
Well, big suck pieces, right?
I thought they were delightful, and the editing was marvelous. Channel 4 is the one that didn't have the pushy reporter that wanted to do impressions.
Marvelous.
All right, so it's CDR?
CDR.
Got you. Here we go.
They entertain millions over the airwaves every weekday. And today, Don and Mike brought their off-color radio.
That sounds awful.
Hold on a second.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Trying to reset it. The tape was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Why do we have to play it on that machine?
Because it's a recordable CD. It won't play in these.
Okay. All right, here we go. Stand by.
Stand by for news.
Here it comes.
And
Coming up. Coming up.
Corn's a coming.
Corn's coming.
Here comes our TV coverage.
You got it?
Yes.
It's a coming. Here it comes right now.
They entertain millions over the airwaves every weekday.
That's great.
Today, Don and Mike brought their
All right. Good job on that, guys. Good job. You know, in the old days, we would just take the video cassettes, right? Bring a TV in.
Sure.
Just move a microphone by the speaker on the TV.
Absolutely.
Now, though, no, the boys got to burn them on CD to make it easier.
Would you like a TV? I can get one in a second.
Yes, could you really? How fast?
About high tech.
Here he goes now.
We're all a little testy today.
Well, we had a late night last night.
We did have a late night. We
had a good late night. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello?
Hello.
You're on the air. Hi.
I'm angry.
Me too, but why are you angry?
So are we all.
I demand equal treatment for Buzz Burbank.
In what regard?
What?
Well, you know, you guys, every time somebody calls with one of their stupid, piddly-ass jokes, you put out his phone number. But when somebody calls and scoops poor Buzz, he sits back there, and you don't put out their phone number. I think you should put out the phone numbers of...
No.
Sir,
The punishment for that, sir, is they don't get the $1.06 for the news tip of the week.
There you go.
That's the punishment.
You understand, Buzz is not as petty as me and Mike are.
We are very sensitive, and we are very petty, and that's why we do that. Buzz is much more secure in that regard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I'm sensitive, too, and I was just...
you know what we really don't like?
Stand up for Mr. Buzz Burbank.
You know what we really don't like even more than bad jokes? We hate idea guys.
Yeah,
you hate idea guys.
Yes, let Buzz fight his own battles.
Right.
Okay, well, I just wanted to stand up for him because he wasn't standing up for himself.
No, I appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah, Buzz stands up for himself.
Everything's fine, sir, but I appreciate the thought.
You should hear
You're
Buzz.
the backbone of the show, Buzz.
You should hear Buzz during the commercial breaks when he rolls in here.
What an a-hole he is.
And it's nonstop cussing.
You know what it is? I want to tell you what it is with Buzz. Here it is. The first thing, second thing, last thing is me. It's always me, me.
Absolutely.
With Buzz.
Don't you
It's
forget
all,
He's got a great radio persona.
Let me tell you right now, when you're ever in a room with him, you better believe one thing. It's all about Buzz.
Right.
All the time.
That's right.
Guy's got an ego that has a start button but no stop button.
Like on the way back last night, I was driving back with Buzz, and it was Buzz, Buzz this, Buzz, Buzz this, and I just once wished that he would ask about me.
No, it's all about me, Mike.
No, he
all
doesn't.
about Buzz.
You know, self-centered. You bet he is.
We put up with it though because he's a professional.
Yeah.
The world revolves around me.
You know what we do? We do a show every day. And now, you know, I'm glad you called. Now the truth is out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't want to do this, but we had to tell you the truth.
Buzz is out of control.
Okay.
He must be stopped.
I was just worried and concerned for him.
No need to be worried and concerned. He comes in during the commercials and he screams. Well, I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. The last time when the guy called about the stupid thing in Pennsylvania, the Buzz was going to have on the news.
Right.
He came in and he said, "Who the F do you think you are?"
Right.
Yeah.
Taking that call, and then he actually took his finger, pushed it against my chest hard. You do that again, I will take your head off. I will take a crap down your neck. I will poke out your eyeballs, and I'll send them to your family. You MFer.
Then he walks out, and
Good on
Don,
Buzz.
Don got a little teary-eyed, and I'll tell you right now, don't buy into this whole genial Buzz thing.
Right.
But I think
All
you
right.
got the message.
Glad to hear it.
No, it ain't the first time he's made me cry.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up.
You know, how many times have I told you, don't let him see you cry? And that time he cried right after he did that.
Okay, well, let's talk about crying.
Okay, all right. I hope you won't tell this story.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. Okay, great.
One night, there was, hold on. You asked for this. You asked for this. You stay on the line. You want the real buzz? I want to tell you the real buzz.
I hate the story.
We got a plan. We leave to the elevator every night at the same time. Me, Mike, Buzz. We take the elevator together.
Right, we walk downstairs.
Yeah.
We actually ride downstairs together.
One night, Mike made the mistake of walking the elevator first.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz grabs him by the scruff of his neck, pulls him out,
right,
and says, "Listen, pal, who is the," what did you call Buzz, the backbone of the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
He said, "Listen, pal, who's the backbone of the show?" Took Mike, pushed him against the wall.
He did.
And he said, "Who's the backbone? Who's the backbone?"
Do you know how long it took for those marks from my zipper on my jacket to go away around my neck?
About 3 weeks.
It took longer than that. They're still there.
Slammed his head against the wall.
They're still there from your friendly friend that you need to stick up for.
Yeah, right.
But you remembered, didn't you?
Mr. Nice Guy on the show.
I follow you into the elevator now.
Please, Mr. Nice Guy on the show. All right, there he is. There's your friend.
He hurt me bad.
And why don't you ask Lisa?
Uh-oh.
Why don't you ask Lisa? I want to tell you something about Lisa. She doesn't walk into doors, okay?
Right. Exactly.
Can I tell you something?
Johnny Hothead over there. Johnny Newsman Hothead.
Right. I can't tell you the amount of times that I hear from Buzz's cubicle the screaming, "Lisa!"
I must have respect.
She'll come in and "Where's my wire copy?" Well, Buzz, I was getting something for Don and Mike, and it's after that. Frankly, I can't stand to watch it anymore.
I just don't know how she puts up with it.
I can't stand it. I really can't.
And yeah, now, I know you're being quiet right now, yeah, but we know the truth.
But
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
And you're not, no retribution, Buzz.
This is the time when we can be brave, Buzz. This is the time when we can speak out against your oppression.
Well, I'll see you during the commercial.
Okay, all right, knock it off, Don.
Because
Watch out,
I want to tell you,
Don,
frankly,
please.
I'm tired of the double standard of this
Don,
show.
please, don't do this.
I'm tired of people thinking that you and I
Don't do this, man.
are these big bullies that push people around, and Buzz is a nice guy. Buzz is a nice guy. People have to stand up for Buzz.
Oh, do you know what you're doing right now? Do you know you're not? It's just not you that's going to get hurt on this.
Listen,
We all are.
Mike,
Here comes Charlie Broy.
the truth has to be spoken. Yes, Charlie. Charlie?
Yes?
All right, there you go.
He'll come into my office or back there call screening. He'll hold up one of these cards,
Right.
and he'll write on it in big letters, "I need more of these."
Right. That might be a real story.
If I don't get them, there's trouble.
All right, thanks. Once again, your sense of timing blows me away, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you.
Charlie doesn't stormtroop into a bit very often, but he did that.
Okay. All right. So listen, enjoy Mr. He-Man over there.
Absolutely. Well, you know,
Mr. Pacifist.
you're doing what you always do. You're talking while we're on the air, and then we're all going to have to. We're going to all have to watch you suffer during the commercial break.
You know, last time I called him a pacifist, he said, "I'm going to pass a fist down your throat. I'm going to grab your innards. I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to tie your neck in a noose, and I'm going to hang you with your innards."
Okay, we're all on the table, cards on the table. I don't care anymore. I mean, if you're going to do it, I'm going to go down with you. I'll do it right now. And I'm speaking for Rob, who really is a genuinely sweet and kind person. But you know that episode of The Sopranos when Tony goes over to that other boat where the Russian guy is?
Yes.
He did that to Rob one night, and I swear to God, I was amazed. When Rob announced that he had actually successfully fathered a child, you know that you were just as surprised as I was that it was possible after the injury he sustained from Buzz Burbank grabbing his balls.
Yeah, it's impossible. And listen, you know what? Today's the day for the revelation. Okay? The child is not Rob's.
Oh, my God. Don't do this.
The child is Buzz's.
What? You!
No, okay.
Good-looking kid.
If
no?
you're going to do it, go all the way with all the children are Buzz's. All of them. Catherine, Elizabeth, Bart. All along. Because we have to have our wives sleep with him.
Or he just won't let us sleep. He'll send one of his heavies over.
Buzz is all about Buzz.
Why do you think when my wife calls, she's always so nice when Buzz is on?
Right.
Why do you think?
Exactly.
Why do you think?
And I didn't mind sharing Carrie with Buzz, but when he made her sleep with Bob, the intern.
Right.
Bob was my friend.
Too much.
Buzz, that night that Freda came home, and don't think I don't know what's going on. 11 o'clock at night, the phone rings. I hear your dulcet tones through the phone. I know it's you.
Wow. I don't think so.
She hangs up and I say, who is it? Oh, nothing. I got to go up the street. There's a problem up the street with one of my girlfriends. She comes home later, disheveled, lipstick all over her face, disheveled. I said, what's that on your hand? Oh, I accidentally burned myself with a cigarette. I said, you don't smoke. And she said, oh, yes, I do. You just never see them around.
That's right.
Right, Buzz.
A woman that looks like she's experienced some rough sex.
Yes, that's right.
The only way. The Burbank way.
You're a bastard, Buzz. Yeah. Listen, it frees me to be able to... I'm glad you called and said someone should stand up for Buzz.
See how he's being so cold? He's going to hurt us all again.
I'm a man of peace, and we'll talk about that later.
Oh, right.
Yeah, listen.
Well, you've done your audience a great favor by exposing us.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right. You should know the truth. We live in fear of Buzz.
Yep. Well, I'm happy now.
I just hope we all come back after the commercial break and no one gets hurt.
No, you know why, Mike? Because we're going to stay in the studio.
Right.
No one's going to leave the studio for the rest of the show today.
He's a good guy. We should back off him.
You'll have to come out at the end of the show.
He's a good guy. I like Buzz, and I think he is as nice as he sounds.
Not only that, the only reason he's like that is because he loves us.
Yep.
He wouldn't hit you if he didn't love
I love you all my way.
That's why he's mild-mannered, right, Don? Right, Don?
Don, you know,
I'm true. You know what? You know what, Buzz? I'll take it tonight. I'll take it tonight.
Oh my God!
I've had enough of this. I can't.
Okay.
I can't hide it anymore.
Please reconsider.
I don't want to
reconsider what you're doing right now.
I don't want to have to see this.
We're not going to have to see it.
If I could just see it. If I could just tell you, Buzz, think about this. The amount of times that Rob, Mike, and myself have gotten together.
You're hurting me.
And watched our videotape of The Burning Bed starring Farrah Fawcett. And we've thought, God, can we relate to that woman?
Yep.
Yes.
No, that's not going to happen today.
You know what? We are no better than the wives that we lampoon on cops.
Well, I think you're overreacting. I think I'm firm but fair.
Oh, my
We are no different than the wives who say, don't arrest him. Don't take him away. I love him.
How many times have I heard the firm but fair when he uses his fist?
That's all I am.
When he uses his fist.
Nobody's more
hit?
fair.
To do other things.
To teach. Not to hurt, to teach.
Yeah.
To love.
One time you taught me just too well.
To love my way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And God, Buzz, that hurt. And you know, the more it hurt, the more you seem to enjoy it.
Well,
yeah.
The more it hurt, the more you learn.
I'll tell you, since it's all out right now, a real human being would have taken off his rings. He would have at least had the decency to take off his rings.
And would have cut his fingernails.
Yeah, and flipped off that leather bracelet.
That's right. I still can't eat popcorn.
I want to tell you something else. Buzz?
Yes. Yes, Don.
For a week. You want to know how I lost all this weight? I'll tell you how I lost
wondered
this weight.
about that.
Okay, you know why?
Why?
Because the inside of my throat burns. Because of what you made me do.
I love my way.
I'm on a liquid diet now. You know why?
Why?
Because you were on a liquid diet before.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think anybody's going to believe that.
Okay, yeah, that's your trump card.
Right, because you're the nice guy on the show.
Yeah,
You're the guy who never bothers anybody.
Yeah, that's me.
When they don't know the truth, you bother everybody all the time, every day. When we're trying to do our jobs around here, we've all been abused in one way or another, and we just can't stand it anymore. It's going to make me... I just can't stand
Don't cry, Mike. Stand together. Stand as brothers. The truth is out. Let people know the truth is out.
Burbank hurt me.
You know how I feel about crying, Mike.
I'm sorry. I got out of control.
Mike,
I'm back in control now. I'm back in control now.
Say it, Sue.
Yeah, Don.
He did it to me last night in Frederick.
Oh, no.
Last night.
Oh, my God.
When he said...
I'm so sorry.
He said to me...
I'm so sorry.
He said, why are we late? And I said, it's not my fault.
Come on, get a hold of yourself.
And he said, take off your slacks.
Don't do this to yourself.
He did it to me.
Don't do this to yourself.
He did, and he laughed.
Please.
And you know what he did?
You're only hurting yourself more.
He sang that song. Whenever he has his way with me.
I know. We all hear it.
They're coming to take me away.
Oh, oh, my God.
He's not a nice man.
I feel better.
No. He's not a nice man.
Everybody knows
He's not a nice man.
We're all going to pay, but I feel better.
I will tell you something. I called social services. You know what they said? Don and Mike show? I said, yes. Which one are you, Don? Who's your best friend on the show you work with? Mike. Who are you turning in? Buzz. They laughed and they hung up.
Okay. How often has that happened?
They said, Buzz is the nice one on the show.
Right. And he'll always be here because he does it to the man upstairs, too. He does it to Ken. And that's why he'll always be here doing this.
You think I wouldn't fire him if I can? If I could, I can't. I can't.
No,
I can't. I'm powerless against him.
People don't know. I feel better.
His hands.
I feel better that we've gotten this.
His hands.
I know. His hands
on my face.
They're not hands. They're weapons.
His hands on my face. My upper torso. My buttocks. Buzz!
Because I love you.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I'd say I have all my ducks in a row, and I think everybody knows that I'm the nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll see you after the show. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't want to talk about...
I don't want to see you after the show.
I don't want to talk about it. You're going to have to come out of the studio.
I don't want to see you after the show tonight.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to see him.
I know.
I don't want to see him.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to either, Mike. I don't want to see him.
Make him go away.
Leave us alone, Buzz. Stop it now.
I'm getting the cramps again. Oh, Jesus. The cramps are back. Oh, man.
Well, and last night, how I wanted to scream it on stage.
I know you did. You always do.
You and I come out, people give us the finger.
He gets a standing ovation.
He said, you guys are bastards, you sons of bitches. They give us the finger. We go, here's Buzz, and I go, oh, yay!
Right.
Yay! I said, that's right, how'd you like to know? He was fisting me 30 minutes ago because I had Diet Coke instead of Pepsi for him.
But you kept it together the way I told you.
Oh. He said he took the can of Pepsi, crushed it in my forehead. He said, this is how you'll remember. I drink Pepsi.
You should know that by now. How many times do I have to say it?
He's a monster. He is a monster.
Geez, what are we going to do?
I don't know what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
The truth is out now.
No, it's too late.
The truth is out now. It's all a great charade.
No one's buying it. He's going to hurt us again.
No, Buzz. People will believe. Let me show you on the phone. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Let me ask you now. You've heard all of the evidence. Who do you believe?
I believe Buzz all the way.
Oh. Like, where is the justice?
There is none.
No justice.
Buzz faithful.
All my ducks in a row.
There is none. There is none.
What? Because he's so nice?
There is none.
No, because he kicks your guys' butt.
Oh, Mike. It's like, look what he's doing. Mike has his belt around his neck. Mike, don't do it. Mike, don't hang yourself. Don't give him the satisfaction, Mike. Don't give him the satisfaction, Mike.
I can't kill myself. I want to, though. I want to die.
Just a cry for attention.
Don't give him,
He'll be fine.
don't give him the satisfaction. I want to say something else. This might be the last time I get a chance to say it.
Go ahead.
I love it when people call correct him on the news. There, I said it.
Oh, no.
I said it. I love it.
Hurt you bad.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it when people call and say, Buzz, you got something wrong during the news.
All right.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Because you know what, Buzz? Sometimes you do get stuff wrong during the news. You do.
Everybody makes mistakes.
You do.
Stop it, Don.
Me, not so much.
Stop it, Don.
You do.
Don, he's going to hurt you again.
Backbone of the show.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't want to go on. I just don't want to go on anymore. Buzz, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I did that. I really am sorry. I didn't mean any of it. I really
I'm
didn't
not
mean
sorry.
it. Don't do this, Don.
I'm not sorry.
I'll take your contrition into account.
Thank you, Buzz.
I'm not sorry.
Thank you.
I'll take that into account as well.
Thank you, Mr. Buzz.
Very good.
Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Buzz, let me get on my knees.
There you go.
Thank you, Don.
The position you find me most attractive in.
There's my boy.
Tell him you were sorry.
Let me get on my knees and say,
Tell him you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tell him you were wrong.
I was wrong.
He's going to hurt all of us unless you tell him how wrong you
Please
were.
don't hurt us, Buzz. Please don't hurt us, Buzz.
There's my boy. There's my good boy.
Okay,
Thank you.
The cramps are going away.
All right.
Can you please don't hurt us tonight, please?
I promise I won't hurt you.
Can we go home tonight?
You know I won't hurt you.
Can we go home tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. You know I love you guys.
Please.
Can we please?
Thank you, Buzz.
Please.
Thank you. We'll bring gifts in tomorrow.
I'm merciful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get up off my knees now, please?
Please do. Please do. It's fine.
Thank you, Buzz.
I think you said I'm sorry.
Is he okay?
Thank you.
Is he okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I am fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
We're sorry. That was a bit.
That was a bit.
That was a bit.
We
didn't mean that at all.
We just did. Well, that's
fine. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just did a bit.
Oh, my. We didn't really mean it.
Yeah.
We just did a bit about Buzz. You think that was a funny bit?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good, okay. Well, everybody, okay. There you go.
Yeah, we're fine now. Now everybody knows the truth.
Everything's fine.
It was all a big joke.
We just did a bit about Buzz. Kind of a turnaround there about how, Buzz is really a mean guy. He's a great guy.
Great guy. He's the pacifist of the show.
Yeah. Wonderful guy.
Just a joke. Everything's fine here.
Wonderful guy.
Everything's okay.
Wonderful guy. Wonderful guy.
No. I have to go to the bathroom.
My butt is bleeding. From last night.
You'll heal. That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Don't you know the embarrassment of Buzz?
I can't do this anymore.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I can't. I want to go.
Okay. Just a bit.
All right. Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Oh, no, Mike. You just said you can't do this anymore.
I know. We're done.
Put your belt back around your neck again.
We're done. Yeah, I do that all the time.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
There you go. Thank you, my friend. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Hey, thanks for joining our improv troupe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later. Really, just one laugh out of that guy would have been nice. One laugh.
There you go. Did you get the TV? Oh, there it is. All right, we'll watch ourselves on TV in Reno.
Very good.
When we come right back.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
Go crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Dogs love cheese, and people love The Don and Mike Show.
A great time we had last night at Exhale up in Freda, Maryland with the Las Vegas style show. Big news coming about a West Coast swing for the Vegas style shows. Hey, am I allowed to talk about this yet?
Or about our West Coast swing?
Yeah, or is it still a deep, dark secret? Hey, Carlos, can I at least give a hint about the Sacramento Reno thing? Is that still secret?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. Well, then let's move on. Let's move on.
Kind of knew he'd say that when he came in.
Let's listen to TV coverage of us in Reno. About a week and a half ago.
Yeah, we had 2 TV stations come in and shoot, and
we're always interested how these pieces end up, because generally what they do is they come in and they film B-roll footage of us,
right?
And then the announcer says something like, "The 2 slumlords of the airwaves invaded our town today. Here are the big fat pigs, Don and Mike.
Yeah, we don't trust the media. We don't trust reporters.
Who will be drinking animal blood on stage tonight in whatever venue.
Well, the great Satans are in town.
All right, so here we go. This is Channel 2?
Channel 4.
Channel 4. Channel 4 in Reno.
Let's see.
Yeah, Channel 4.
3605.
They entertain millions over the airwaves every weekday, and today, Don and Mike brought their off-color radio show to Reno.
Hi, Channel 4. Hi, bye. But you gotta leave now. One more quick one. We'd love to do the show from Reno more.
Yes, Don and Mike gave our camera a brief glimpse of their antics behind the microphone, the veteran duo's top-rated show. Folks wanted everything from politics to themselves. Such segments as Strip Trivia make for a very unique listening experience. They didn't let our camera stick around for that, apparently. The Don and Mike Show can be heard Monday through Friday from noon to 4 p.m. on K-Play 1270.
That was the clean part that we showed you there.
I guess so. To them. I know you said the
I
pretty
catch them
funny
on my way to work in the
once
afternoon, and yeah, funny's one word for it. Maybe a slightly tamer version.
Okay.
They're pretty interesting.
All right, I'll have
moment on that show.
to
Thanks, guys.
The games are getting even bigger.
There we go.
Well, all right, let's go to Channel
Nothing
2.
like that anchor happy talk.
You know, what she's saying to him is, she's saying, well, you've listened to them, and then he's not willing to fess up to it.
No, of course not. She's accusing him of being a dullard by tuning in.
And he says, well, on occasion I've tuned in.
Yes.
I guess you could say that they're entertaining.
Yes, of course. I've never listened. Liar!
All right, here is Channel, is it Channel 2 now?
Channel 2.
Rob, was Channel 2 better than Channel 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's kind of a question mark. Yeah.
This is neat, though. This is their slate from the Reno station. It actually looks like cards being dealt.
All right. I like that, too.
Hold on.
Hey, baby. That's where it picks up.
Hold on, back it up. Oh, they start with you doing your Telly Savalas,
Yep.
Mike.
Well, that's what the reporter wanted me to do.
All right, here we go. Channel 2 in Reno.
Hey, baby. I just want to say it's great to be here. Players Club, the Caribbean, Tahoe, Harrah's, lots of people having fun, baby. Lollipop.
Recognize that voice? It's Telly Savalas, just one of the many voices Mike O'Mara impersonates on the Don and Mike Show.
I like
How
this thing.
far is too far for you guys?
Well, you won't let me say it on your TV station. How far is too far? How far is too far?
He's right. We can hear it, but Don Geronimo can say it on the radio. Don and Mike are rude and crude. That's why 6 million fans across the country listen to them every weekday from noon to 4. Some even travel from far and wide just to be on their show.
I'm a true fan. I had to come see Don and Mike.
And that popularity also includes Reno Sparks Tahoe. More than 50,000 people tune in every week.
It's not a normal radio show. It's not the stupid dribble that other DJs do.
And some of the things they do include inviting prostitutes to join in on their show.
We love Don and Mike. It's going to be crazy today. We're playing strip trivia.
If you think Don and Mike fans are mostly men, think again.
Why would I be surprised that we have female fans? Look at me. Bite off a piece. Take a look at Mike. Hi, how you doing? Watch this, okay? Okay, why do we have women fans? Ooh, wow. What do you think of that?
Bursting at this name. So, how much is enough for these two self-proclaimed radio gods?
Back on me, please. Thank you. World domination.
Where's the anchors? Oh, they just sent the piece.
It was just a piece.
They just sent the piece. We didn't get the happy talk before and after.
That's where they said the mean stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we hate that show.
Well, they really sucked. Our weather segment's coming up.
All right, well, we'll give them a limited amount of thanks for that coverage.
Absolutely.
They're nice fellas that invite prostitutes to join in.
Yeah, and you got to see the video, because right as they're saying that, there's one of those, I think one of the girls who actually had sex with Wendell is on screen.
That's right.
With her big gelatinous boobs, and they got the guy, the pimp from the Bunny Ranch.
Right.
Is sitting there in the middle of all the girls going,
we're going to play strip trivia.
Hey, we love Don and Mike.
Hey, baby.
They have prostitutes on their show.
They invite prostitutes to join in.
Yes, we do.
Well, that's good. That's good TV coverage.
Very nice in Reno, thanks to both TV stations.
What did they, I guess we don't know if they covered the fact that the show was canceled by Harrah's.
I don't know. It was in the newspaper, of course, the day after.
That night.
The big story.
We'll have a big announcement very soon if you're listening to us in Reno to tell you exactly what's going on, because we are coming back.
Yeah.
To make that Vegas-style show up to you.
Yay.
Fantastic. Hello, Don and Mike.
Don and Mike.
Right.
Buddies, this is Josh, Motion City.
Hi, Josh.
On your last skit, 2 words come to mind. Master thespian.
Oh, God bless you.
Thank you.
Don, can I ask you one question?
It was not a skit, though, sir. And that's the best kind of acting, where it's from the ticker.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead. Go. What can we do for you?
Don, one question.
What?
Do you think we could put Mike on the spot? I believe you guys might be coming to Ocean City this year. You think we could have 5 minutes of crap on stage?
No. No, listen, crap is in its infant stages, okay? Crap's gonna be real lucky if we get to do it up at the place I play golf at, and that's what we're thinking.
Do you think there's any chance that song that you and Rob do is not that dirty that you could sing it now? Your number 1 hit record?
I think it's best to confine it to Las Vegas-style shows.
But why not share it with Aldo?
Because I think that should be the privilege of people that come out to the Las Vegas-style show.
It's a great sing-along.
That's right.
It's a great campfire song.
It's wonderful, and I think that's the good thing about anybody that's going to come out to Reno and hear us sing it on stage.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the closest you're going to get to Mike performing with his band. It's Mike and Rob getting together and singing their hit song, Hand Job.
And as Don said on stage last night, it's You've Got the Ear.
It's a number 1 record.
And it's a hit.
Done to the tune of Star Wars.
Worth the wait.
I mean, who am I? But it starts off, Hand Jobs.
Right.
And that's all I'll give away.
That's really all you can. Because I think otherwise, because the song tells a story, Don. And really, since the song does tell a story, I think that story is not allowed to be broadcast on the radio.
But it is a lovely folk song.
It is a lovely folk song.
I think it teaches a lesson.
It teaches a lesson that everyone should learn.
It's a happy song that has a happy ending.
Yeah, and the thing that, like any great real song, it tells a story that's true.
Well, really what it does is it takes the listener on a journey.
It does indeed. A brief one. But a significant one. A significant one. Happy.
All right, thank you, my friend.
Hey, Don, some new fans for you.
Yes,
Don, I found out some new fans for you.
Who?
Right down the street, you know Ocean City, Route 589. You go down to Route 50.
Yeah.
That place on the corner there, I call it Raceway Sitco, where they sell the crabs and all this stuff.
Right.
You're on the air right now.
Oh, very good. Do you work?
Brand new fans.
Do you work there, or did they just turn it on there?
No, I told them, I said, listen, you got it. Don and Mike's coming.
Oh, good. Excellent. And what's sad is I know exactly where the Sitco station is the guy's talking about.
And yes, sir, and they're listening right now.
Right by the racetrack. And, Mike, that is right by the grocery store, Meatland.
No, not that one. Don, you probably run into my wife. She works there.
At Meatland?
Yes.
Have they changed the name to Foodland, or is it still
Food City?
Oh, it's Food City now.
And most of the other stores in the Eastern Shore are going bankrupt.
Most of the stores on the Eastern Shore?
Salisbury's closed.
The Meatland?
Yeah, Food City.
Oh, Food City.
Food City. Gotcha. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Don.
All right, see you later.
Because that's where I want to get my food, out of the city.
Bye-bye. That was another one of my wife's ridiculous schemes that she had a couple of weeks ago, because, we love Ocean City. That's like our second home. That's why I'm more excited about that the show is on 96 Rock in Ocean City.
You always get jacked up whenever we get on any station, but this station you say is one that you really enjoy.
Yeah, and it's a station. I mean, they play all the music that I like.
Are you going to do a little guest DJ thing when you go down to visit?
No, my wife's thought was that in the Pines, Ocean Pines, which is where we live down there,
right,
that they have all these new shopping areas, and her thought is that, and thank God I talked her out of this, that there was did I ever tell you this off the air?
I think you might have, yes.
There was a coffee shop.
Yes.
The shop that sold coffee, and they had a small cigar bar, and her thought was that we could buy it, and then I would talk about it every day on the radio.
Right.
And then on the weekend, Freda and I would be in there selling people coffee so that people would come in and get like an autographed picture when they buy a cup of coffee.
You would last probably 6 minutes of the first weekend.
Not a chance.
Hey, Dawn. Come on, I'm buying your coffee. Don't treat me bad.
Yeah.
Don't treat me bad. Hey, man, I bought your coffee. I bought your coffee, and my brother over here, he had a cigar. And you flipped us off.
I said to her, I spend all weekend hiding from people. Why would I want to go to a place where I have to meet people? And they're buying coffee from me.
How you doing? Yeah, I'll be at the coffee bar this week.
Yeah, right. That's a step down from having a band like Jack Diamond.
Absolutely.
Join me. And how do I work that into conversation? Hey, if you're listening at Ocean City, I'll be at Donnie's Look Around Cafe, where you and your coffee go on an adventure. No, thank God I talked her out of that one.
And that's what it would be, too, really. You know, oh, come on, Dawn. What's the matter with you? Good morning.
Yeah. That's how I want to spend my weekend.
I thought so.
Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go open a goddamn coffee shop, and sit there all day while people come in.
Right.
No thanks.
But, Don, you love coffee and you love cigars.
I do, but, Mike, I hate people. You know, I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Of course you do, but I mean weekends are for downloading.
You come into a store and you go into a retail store, I don't care what you're selling, you don't want me behind the counter.
Right.
I mean, you think the people that you're dealing with now are bad, you don't want me behind the counter.
Right.
But that was my wife's dream. She had the whole thing, oh, no, we'll get our sister-in-law to work there. We'll get all the nieces and nephews to work there.
And even if you were going to do something like that, you'd probably want to be anonymous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't want people to know.
But that was the whole idea. That was Freda's whole thing.
Right.
Is that, you put your name on there, and she says, and you announce when you're going to be coming to Ocean City that you go behind the counter and buy the coffee. And that's, and frankly, that's the first time I ever hit my wife.
Oh, God.
That's the first time I ever hit her. It was just a backhand slap. It was nothing. Just to bring her back to her senses.
He's not telling the truth.
No, I'm not. No. Listen, we're going to do the secret song right now. $500. But I mean, really.
I know.
Hey, everybody.
It's Don Geronimo's Cigar and Coffee Bar.
If you're going to be down in the Pines this weekend,
crap would open up for you.
I'm going to be down there right next to the Pizza Hut. Come on by and say bye. I'll be there all day Saturday, all day Sunday. I'd love to give you a cup of Java. Maybe we can smoke a Fuente cigar together.
Come on, Don. Come on.
Did you know that would happen?
Can I get a freshener upper here? Come on now, I'm supporting your business.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know it would happen.
Absolutely.
All right, be the 100th caller right now at 877-365-3636. Shot at $500 straight ahead.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio, the Don and Mike Show.
Way down upon the Herbert River, far, far away. Well, I've got sand in every nook and cranny. Pants are wet all day. Yeah.
Rude and Rude. Hey, Don Geronimo and Michael Mara.
And I just want to take a brief second to tell you about something we're going to be starting on tomorrow's show. Looking for girls with small breasts. Because there's a scientist, a doctor, accredited, a mad scientist. She has an herbal remedy that is actually supposed to grow breasts. Really? Make breasts noticeably bigger.
On men and women?
No, just on women.
All right.
It is a 3-month experiment.
Where we're going to see how they grow?
They come in, the girl applies the lotion or
cream,
whatever it is. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, I'll have the details tomorrow.
Yes.
And then the girls go away for 3 months.
And then we see how the product works.
They come back in 3 months, and we see. So what we're going to be looking for on tomorrow's episode, probably right up front, when I get all the information from this doctor, from Dr. Bombay, is we're going to be looking for the women with the smallest breasts in our audience.
Very good.
Who want to come down to the show, and a part of it will involve taking off your tops and letting us see how small your breasts are.
And then the breasts will be measured, right?
Then we measure them, and you meet with the doctor. You agree to take the powdered drink or whatever the hell it is and rub on the lotion.
Is it a topical or is it something you ingest?
I don't know. All I know is it's 100% natural, all herbal, and the doctor says there's no side effects, and that the boobs, they grow like wildfire.
And this is an accredited physician.
Yes, it is.
We've found that out, huh?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
I am speaking out of both sides of my mouth.
You don't know yet, do you?
Well, it wouldn't have gotten this far,
right,
if someone in legal hadn't looked at all the other stuff.
I'd be interested. The only thing I'd be interested to know if you take a supplement or if you put it on.
Right. Well, you find out tomorrow.
Good.
When we start looking for our flattest women who want the chance to grow their breasts live on the Don and Mike show.
Boy, what if it works? I mean, we could be really on the cutting edge of a medical miracle.
And I think this Dr. Giggles, whoever it is, he or she, I think it's a she has all kinds of documented cases
of the stuff working.
Yes, where the boobs actually do grow. Women gain
inches and cup size?
A full cup size.
Wow.
So, listen, we'll do that on tomorrow's show. Because I've just been told the doctor's going to be here like a week from Monday, and we've got to have 5 small-breasted women willing to take part in the experiment.
The doctor will be in.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hi. I call 100?
Yes, yeah, you are. What's your name, my friend?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve, where are you from, Steve?
Beautiful downtown Glen Burnie.
Beautiful. Steve, you won the limited edition ABC wool bomber jacket celebrating the new show, The Job. The Job with Dennis Leary, ABC's new and original series, premieres Wednesday, March 14th at 9:30, 8:30 Central, only on the ABC. Now, are you ready to play for $500?
Sure, Don.
Beautiful. Secret song number 7.
Okay,
I just see you sound different on this stupid call phone. I didn't know it was you at first.
No. Can I tell you something?
You proved it.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to Mike yesterday.
Right.
I mentioned to it on the air and off the air.
This is true.
When I got in my car to go play Honk for Cash, I was on a standard cell phone,
right?
And I was in a bad cell area.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately knew which voice was Mike, which voice was Buzz,
right?
Which voice was Rob A. I had no problem figuring it out.
And what you have determined because of that is that it's just an excuse that people are making up.
Yeah.
One of those crappy little things that plugs in your ear, though, man.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt that those things are horrible, but, unplug it and just use the phone itself.
Right, use the regular phone.
Let me do that. Hold on.
All right. I know those things suck. I use those. They're terrible.
Now. Yeah, you sound like you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Didn't I give you one for a gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yours never worked.
There we go.
It didn't work with that phone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're good now.
The profit counts.
Thanks for
I figured the statute of limitations had run out.
Oh, no, I would have replaced it if it didn't work.
Well, I ended up getting another one anyway. I got another one. I got one. I've actually been through 2 since then.
Gotcha.
But the phone you got it for, I've got another phone now.
Okay.
Guys, let me tell you something. I'm not going to mention the name of the phone company, but it's been crap for a year. Half my customers can't even get my voicemail. It won't even go to voicemail.
Yeah, okay, all right. You want to play the game?
All right,
yes,
here we
sir.
go. Secret song number 7. We'll play you a clip of the song. It's a hit song from the 90s. Give us the title and artist, and you win $500. Please don't answer until Mike sings like
Robert Palmer.
And we wish you Godspeed.
Caller, name this secret song.
There it is. Oh, was I singing that one last night? All the way back from the appearance. It was worse than 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Money supplied by Main Street Title. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad chance loving you. Yeah.
Hi, this is Robert Palmer, and I never listen to Don Geronimo and Mike O'Meara because they're completely irresistible.
I'm talking about drunks.
Oh, man.
We went out one night with him, and Jesus Christ, is he an alky.
Yeah, 5 martinis before the appetizer was served.
Okay, $500. Give us a title and artist. If you don't know, at least please guess.
Oh, God, Don. Man, this is tough. I don't want to stay on line. I really can't tell. I don't know.
Just a guess. A song from the 90s.
Let's see.
Any song from the 1990s.
Well,
you called to play the game, right?
Yeah.
Any song from the 1990s.
Oh my God. Well, let's see. Madonna. Like a Virgin. I don't know.
Okay. Not even from the 90s. All right, thank you. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad your stupidity amuses you.
Hey, well, you know, we tried, man.
Jesus. No, you didn't try.
Well, hey, you know, it's 1/10 of a second, and I'm in my truck, man. I'm in a noisy truck and in a crappy telephone.
Then why did you call?
Because I thought I'd try.
Yeah, but you called us. What my question is, on this particular contest, when you called to play this game, which is the secret song game, why do you call if you have no idea?
Because
why?
Would be clearer than it was.
Wait a minute,
man.
no. But you've heard on the radio the song played.
It sounds, but it sounds like I have a big speaker system in this car.
Now listen to me. You're not understanding the central point of this. You have heard the secret song on the air, on the radio. So if you're going to participate, the first time you're going to be hearing it is not going to be on the phone.
I understand that.
So that's why I would think that you might have just a vague stab-in-the-dark guess that's already ready to go.
I understand.
So that's why I'm confused.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know.
Okay. You don't?
I'm an idiot, okay?
Yeah,
How's
okay,
that?
there you go.
All right.
We can accept that.
We tried.
No argument. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hold on, please.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Thanks for listening to the Don and Mike Show.
Always, guys. Always listening, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Ring Dang Do. Now, before we go to Buzz, we have a newsmaker on the telephone.
All right.
Joining us now, returning our call from earlier in the day.
Oh, fantastic.
Is sales lady Libby.
Libby.
They like me. They really like me.
Don. Why don't you like me? Yeah, why don't you like? I've worked at this station a year now.
That's right. I remember that.
I've worked there a year now. You love your son.
I love mine.
I love my son. Why don't you like me? I was getting this last night at the appearance. Her face 2 inches from my face.
How you feeling, Libby?
I feel fine. Total detox today, you know.
Is it true that you puked on the way home last night?
Yeah. Who's the mole?
I can't tell you.
Wendell?
I can't tell you.
Wendell.
Is it true you puked on the way home?
Not in the limo, but yeah, I made them stop the limo.
But you had the presence of mind to get out of the vehicle.
I did. I made them stop. They wanted to keep going. I said, stop it now.
You sound pretty perky, actually.
Yeah.
So you didn't show up to work today?
I did not come into the office, no, but I did make calls, and I've got to close a lot of business now.
All right, beautiful. All right, well, Libby, we just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great message, and I'm going to save it, and anytime I get, you know, a little blue or whatever, I'll play the message, and it'll put a smile on my face.
That's good
you know what, I do, Don, I really do apologize. No wonder you don't like sales reps, you know.
Oh,
now, Libby,
are you happy now? Are you happy now?
Yes. Yes. No, Libby, you're fine.
Right.
I like you fine.
Right. I felt like Loki in Dogma, you know, being cast out of heaven.
Oh, wow.
You know, by Charlie.
She's destroyed.
So, no, I was fine.
Why don't you like me?
Why don't you like me?
Why don't you like me?
But it was very cute. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Libby.
I said, Libby, I like you.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Come on. You're the first one I like there.
You were, and then you tried to pass me off on Mike. Poor Mike.
I did. I said, there's the guy. I said, Mike likes you fine.
Yeah.
I do like Libby.
Yeah. Just as long as Libby's just not so alleviated.
Well, Libby, you were a little intense.
I do not drink very often, so when I do,
okay, that's line number one.
It is not.
Right. Okay. So that was a rare occurrence for you to get that drunk
yes,
last
the
night.
last time that I was like that was at the Christmas party.
Hold on. I've got a guy who says he saw you puking on the side of the road last night.
Oh, I don't care.
Hello.
I didn't see him.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Did you really see her puke?
Oh, yeah, I saw her.
But did he pull over or something?
No, well, I thought about it, but actually my friend was driving.
Right.
What happened? I saw you over the what is it, those barriers?
I had...
Was rubbing your back or something?
Yes, I had two nice guys holding me.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're not kidding. You actually did see Libby's limo pulled off on the side of the road.
Yeah, because I thought it was the girls. I thought it was the two exposed girls.
Oh, you thought it was the strippers.
That's the only reason why I was going to pull over.
Easy mistake to make.
Right. Hey.
But that was a great show, though.
All right, thank you. And Libby, that was a compliment. I was giving you a compliment there.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, Libby. You watch yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Get well.
I'm glad you like me.
Love you, Libby.
Bye-bye.
She like a cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Oh, don't talk about that. That's not, I don't want to, don't talk about that.
What, that's a secret?
What? Yeah, well, it's not like something I, go around doing all the time.
Here, here's Libby. I'm going to put the grease pencil. She's like, why does she like me?
Okay.
I like you. You were the first person I liked at the station. You have a son. You love him. I have a son. I love him. I love him.
And then after that, the conversation was terminated.
Yes, by Charles
Broyhill. Do you have anything to say to Charles Broyhill, Libby?
I already did.
What'd you say?
I just apologize for him having to cast me out.
Cast you off. Cast her off, please.
That's right.
All right, Libby. Thank you for working out that appearance last night.
All right. Well, I think it turned out well, and I think everybody was happy, and
Absolutely.
I'd love to get you guys back there sometime.
Don't count on it.
That's not what you said last night. I do remember that.
I was just being nice last night.
All right.
All right. Bye, Libby.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Libby.
Bye, Libby. Here she is, a sales gal, Libby. Libby.
She had a good time last night. A lot of people did.
Had to stop her car on the side of the road and puke. I got another newsmaker on the line. Wow.
Very exciting.
Please, I'm trying to go to the real newsmaker here. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi.
Don, you're in trouble.
Why?
You need to know that coffee shop in Ocean Pines is for sale. Did you know that?
Honey, I know. That's why my wife told me I should buy it.
I think it would be a great weekend job for you.
Oh, get off the phone.
Don't you want to teach your son good responsibility? What a great summer job for your son.
No, my kid has a great summer job. Wait, he already has a great summer job.
Is this a newsmaker?
No, this is not a newsmaker.
No, you're not.
I thought you said we had another newsmaker
Well,
on
it's
the
at line 3. Pick up immediately.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like one of our regular newsmakers.
No, it's just somebody from Ocean City. No,
I'm a regular listener, though. I listen to you every day on the way home from work.
Thanks, we appreciate that. Listen, Freda and I already know that coffee shop is for sale. That's why she came to me with that ridiculous idea for Donnie's Look Around Cafe.
If Donnie had the Look Around Cafe, would you go in and let him freshen up your Joe?
Oh, certainly. We stop by there regularly, so...
Right, see, and that's exactly what I would fear.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some nice foam on top, Don. That would be great.
See, there it is, right there.
You know, the thing that would make a place like that a success is the thing that would make me want to go up on the top of the building and blow my brains out.
You might love it, though.
Not a chance.
No.
Might bring in more business.
Not a chance. Well, I'm not in it, honey.
If you went up on the roof?
All right, goodbye.
You have a good one, dear.
All right, thank you, dear.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hon.
Bye-bye. And you know that's what it would be, too. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Disc Jockey. A little more foam on top, please.
You ought to buy it, have somebody else run it. Libby's Coffee House.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Buzz. They got the slug.
He made it up.
Libby's Coffee House. Stop by for coffee and a cigarette.
Yes. What is your lead story tonight on the news in the comments?
Tonight, guns, everybody's packing heat.
Oh, all right. Okay, gotcha.
Stay tuned. For news and comments.
News and comments.
Coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
On the Don and Mike Show. That was very professional, dear.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio. The Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
Come and enjoy their world-famous love act. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Buzz Burbank, the tyrant with news. Brought to you by egars.com. Visit egars.com. Check out the great deals on Punch, Hoyo de Monterey 5-pack. 5 cigars as little as $9.95. 4 super premium cigars, $18.95. Order online. Call 877-81-EGARS. And now here is the Ayatollah of news and comment. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Guns. An 8th grade girl shot a female classmate during lunch today at a Catholic high school in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The wounded girl will live.
In Covington, Washington, a high school student was arrested today for allegedly bringing a gun to school. Nobody got shot because another student turned him in.
Jesus.
In 29 Palms, California, 2 students were arrested for having guns and a hit list. They, too, were turned in by a fellow student. And a 14-year-old boy has been arrested in the Washington, D.C. suburb of Largo, Maryland, for allegedly shooting another teen outside a high school there after hours yesterday.
You know, I don't like to get serious because we don't do that on the show, but do you talk to your son about that? What does he make of this? Because I don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm not 15, and I swear to God, I'm trying to understand it, and I don't understand it.
Fortunately, at my kid's school, after Columbine,
right,
they had a brief... I don't know what they had, like an assembly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the policy of my kid's school is that every time something bad happens, they're not going to pull all the kids into a room and give them the scare tactic. I mean, what can you do beyond say, don't bring guns to school, don't shoot? It's the individual responsibility of each individual parent.
Right.
We can only worry about our kid.
Is it because, I mean, there were just as many guns, I'm sure, in homes when we were going to high school.
Probably.
Right? I mean, there really were. I mean, I'm trying to figure out where this is happening. I mean, because it is happening a lot more now, and I'm not sure where it's coming from, where these guns are finding their way into school. It's a phenomenon that I really find it difficult to understand that at that stage in somebody's life. You know, I know you have kids that feel ostracized and disenfranchised, but at that stage, it's just hard for me to think, even in that situation, that a kid that age is really going to go into a school and start opening fire on his classmates. I just have a real tough time understanding it.
The difference is that back then, you know, when we were kids, a kid that was ostracized and was bullied and everybody made fun of, those kids all grew up to be disc jockeys.
Yeah.
None of them grew up to be mass murderers.
Right.
You know, they all went into entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to cry now.
Well, there have been other incidents since the shooting this week in San Diego. These I just listed are just from the last 24 hours. And obviously a lot of this is inspired, sort of, I guess you could categorize it as copycat. Exactly. In Minneapolis, a man with a gun was arrested as he entered the government center. Sheriff's deputies suspected he was some nut job on his way to off a judge. Turns out the gun was a toy being carried by a 73-year-old man in a cowboy suit. He was there.
This is Sam Huff.
Yes, he was there to deliver a singing telegram to a bureaucrat.
This is Sam Huff.
Got a song for you, quarterback. Deputies say they put Fritz Herring in jail because he was uncooperative and wouldn't explain what he was doing.
Buzz, hold on. We got to do this. Right. We got to get this network break in, and we'll be right back.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
And you can come to my office, lie on my couch, and cry about your mammy.
Currently starring in Lawrence of Arabia, it's Don and Mike.
Hey, here's great news. Rob Spiewak is branching out. Very good. Buzzy's already dropped you from the act.
I told you we had a Martin Lewis split up.
It's the Rob Spiewak Show.
Hi, I'm Rob.
At the Shark Club in Centerville, Virginia.
Here you go, Robbie.
Joining the fun of Rob's olive throwing contest. Yeah. Friday night at 9 o'clock.
You the man, Rob.
See you there. And now here's Buzzy.
Hi, Don and Mike. Arnold Schwarzenegger says he's decided not to run for governor of California. Quoting him, the timing's not right.
The timing's not right for the ass.
Last month, Arnold said he wanted to run, but since then, an article's been published indicating that Arnold has been less than faithful to his wife. And then there's this. A jury says the storyline for the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Jingle All the Way was stolen from a high school teacher.
What they can expect from Jingle All the Way is a hilarious movie, a movie where they will be able to laugh from the beginning to the end. It will be great entertainment. They will walk out of the theater and say, I am so angry that I can't get another ticket right away because I want to see it a second time. And there's a long line here.
I love this. Maybe the dumbest movie ever made.
Yes.
And someone has the balls to come out and say, wait, this is a stolen idea.
How pathetic is that if it is stolen?
Dumb is profitable.
The Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man.
The jury has ordered 20th Century Fox to pay the teacher $19 million.
Whoa, they really did steal it.
Of the $183 million it made on the movie, and I'm guessing here's Arnold to explain the plot of Jingle All the Way.
You're right.
I have a son that is dying of playing with his father. He's dying to have the latest of the toys. And that is talking about this Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man.
I play one of those fathers and husband that is too busy.
Right. 20th Century Fox says it'll appeal, even though the teacher's lawyer pointed out 36 instances in the movie script that can also be found in the teacher's story. Quoting the lawyer, you can't have 36 coincidences.
And let's hear one more of our Arnold Jingle All the Way tapes. This is where Arnold is sitting down with a bunch of kids who are extras, and he's explaining to them what funny is.
This is arrogant Arnold.
Let me explain to you. When you see someone laughing, and you don't know why that is, it's very simple. What? Because I'm in the shot. There has to be no other reason. Okay? So can you get your acting together now? And laugh with us? Because it's a very funny scene.
Yeah, he's got away with kids, doesn't he? So can you get your acting together?
It's a very funny scene.
Because I'm in it.
And I'm not running for governor.
No.
Okay? And now we got to pay the dumb teacher who wrote the dumb story. 19 mil.
I think the most revealing, shocking stat in all of that is that Jingle All the Way made $183 million.
Can you believe that? I had no idea it made that much money.
No one did. When Gladiator's Russell Crowe went to the Golden Globe Awards in January, he was surrounded by federal agents in tuxedos. The FBI says it is still guarding Crowe against kidnappers who had planned on collecting a multi-million-dollar ransom.
I'm going to put him in my van.
The Oscar-nominated actor was also being protected when he went to London last month. He was there for the opening of a movie in which he plays a man who rescues hostages from kidnappers.
Oh, no, hold on. I got the kidnapper right here.
Get to know Charlie.
Get him, boys. Joe, get the duct tape.
I'm sorry, Charlie.
Oh.
I screwed up again. He also spent 9 hours with detectives from Scotland Yard trying to help them figure out who the bad guys are and what they might want besides money. The detectives say Crowe was clearly frightened by the kidnapping plot. A dancer in Los Angeles says Sylvester Stallone physically and sexually assaulted her. A 42-year-old Margie Carr says Sly pinned her to a sofa and forced himself on her just over a year ago.
Margie Carr.
Her lawsuit asks for money for emotional distress.
Yeah, Margie.
Stallone's lawyer says the suit is totally frivolous and without merit.
The suit is totally frivolous and without merit, and I'm not doing any more movies.
He says the woman is a hanger-on at the gym where Stallone works out.
I work out at the gym. She's a hanger-on. Duh.
The lawyer also points out a recent story in the Globe tabloid in which the same woman claimed that she had a 10-year affair with Stallone and wanted to marry him. Quoting the lawyer, I guess she didn't get paid enough for that story.
She's a C.
What do you mean?
She's a big C.
What do you mean?
She's that word that Rob danced on stage last night.
Can you spell that word?
C.
Yeah.
No, I can't on the radio.
What do you mean, can't you in real life?
See you in Toledo.
Hey, all right, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it, Buzz. Hold on. All right. We'll be right back.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
I'm sorry about the confusion, Larry, but you know the network.
Yeah, they're a bunch of dickheads.
God damn it.
Right.
The Don and Mike Show.
Now here's the tyrant once again. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. NASCAR fans are bombarding a Florida newspaper with angry phone calls and emails. The paper's the Orlando Sentinel, which is asking for Dale Earnhardt's autopsy photos. The paper says it doesn't plan to publish them, just wants to show them to a trauma expert as it investigates the issue of NASCAR safety. Earnhardt fans do not take kindly to the idea. The paper's editor says some of the emails have been quite ugly. The editor points out that Earnhardt is the 4th driver to die in the past 9 months, but now Earnhardt fans are also writing the governor and state lawmakers who have introduced a bill to keep autopsy results secret, to not make them a matter of public record.
Well, could you find JFK Jr.'s autopsy pictures on the net a couple of years ago if you wanted to?
I think so, and I know his father. I mean, John F. Kennedy. I mean, they're in books,
right? And it depends on the state law and the individuals involved in their honesty. David Letterman took a meeting last week with CBS television president Leslie Moonves.
Really?
And just hours later, for his studio audience, Dave delighted in the running gag, "You got a problem with me?" Moonves won't say if anybody actually said that during the meeting with Letterman.
Letterman's great.
But Moonves says the meeting was not acrimonious. 2 nights later, Letterman aired the top 10 things you're likely to hear in a meeting with Les Moonves. Number one was, you got a problem with me?
Good for him.
Way to go, Dave. David and staff are on vacation this week and not available for comment. Sources say there really is no bad blood, that Letterman had plenty of good things to say about Moonves on Friday's show.
Right. right.
That is so funny.
There are weddings and then there are weddings. In London, Michael Jackson was the best man. The groom was spoonbender Uri Geller.
Oh, my God.
The music was provided by Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics.
Did they marry each other?
No. Guests included interviewer David Frost and Formula One driver Nigel Mansell. What a train wreck this is.
Where were Siegfried and Roy? Wow.
Exactly. The day before, people waited nearly 3 hours for Michael Jackson to show up for a speech at Oxford.
Here's the wedding.
It's just your train wreck. Yeah. There it is, the train wreck.
That gathering a clear sign of the apocalypse. How would you like your chicken? A barbecued, extra crispy, glow-in-the-dark? In Fayetteville, North Carolina, experts are trying to figure out how it came to pass that the Fairley family ate a glow-in-the-dark chicken.
Are these the Fairleys that write the funny movies?
No, this is a different Fairley family. After dinner, John Ale Fairley says he was giving the leftovers to his dog when he noticed the chicken he and his family had just eaten had a certain glow.
It's delicious, Smithers.
Kind of bluish-green.
Taste of me, sir.
You gotta wonder what you ate when the paramedics call the hazardous materials team. And while scientists study the chicken, a hospital is studying the Fairley family. Oh. The season premiere of The Sopranos had a bigger audience than some of the major broadcast networks. Pretty amazing, since HBO can only be found in about 1 out of every 4 American homes.
Okay. Hi, Dynamite.
More than 11 million people watched, making it the biggest audience ever on a made-for-cable show.
Hey, Don and Mike, or you don't know could fill a book. You don't know.
The Sopranos, they will not stop talking about it.
Oh, for you.
Libby.
Right.
Libby.
It easily beat NBC's miniseries on the Kennedy women and the CBS rerun of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Eraser.
Hello, Don and Mike. This is Curio Junta from The Sopranos. I never listen to you. Goodbye.
That's my favorite.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Goodbye.
Goodbye. In suburban Tacoma, Washington, a boy with behavior problems ran away from a treatment center and climbed a tree.
I'm not coming down.
The police came. The 9-year-old boy refused to come down from the tree.
You don't know. No!
So police dealt with the situation the only way you really can with a sensitive 9-year-old.
I'm not coming down.
They pepper sprayed him.
Oh, my eyes!
Then they handcuffed him,
cuffed
him, arrested him, and took him to juvie.
Take these off of me.
The parents of the 9-year-old boy are now suing.
And the reason the 9-year-old boy went up in the chair was because he did not know that Alf was the mystery guest on our show today.
Oh, you're not forgetting it, absolutely.
He got you.
He sure did.
He got you, Rob.
He sure did.
All right, let's get a call 100 and get out of here. 877-365-3636. Good luck.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio, the Don and Mike Show.
I'm sorry, but we're not supposed to put butter on the milk duds.
You're not supposed to go to the bathroom without washing your hands either.
Touché.
To the top, please. Swim, my pretty.
They love to hee-haw with the wrinkled Meemaw. Don and Mike.
Oh, we do. Oh, yeah. Let's, we got to fly. Let's go.
In sports, the Cowboys have waived quarterback Troy Aikman. The 34-year-old was released today, 1 day before Dallas would have had to pay him a $7 million bonus for still being on the roster.
Wow.
Dallas won 3 Super Bowl championships under Aikman's direction. The Cowboys met with former Baltimore quarterback Tony Banks yesterday.
Good luck.
Drew Bledsoe has a new deal with New England. The Patriots say that'll keep him with the team till he retires. It's a 10-year deal worth $103 million. He threw for 17 touchdowns this year. And we've just learned that the medical exams did not go well today for Albert Bell. Orioles fans should know that he and the team say it's highly unlikely he'll ever play again.
Well, he's an a-hole. Who cares? And he is.
And finally,
big pampered baby a-hole makes $20 million a year.
Well,
it's 2 home runs a year.
Not for much longer.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. they'll talk about the details of his departure in the coming days.
Red Sox might pick him up. Thank you.
It could happen. Finally, a Texas man who went crazy with cameras is going to prison for trying to photograph people naked and having sex. 44-year-old Bruce Kreifels was accused of planting cameras in neighbors' houses and even the bathroom at his church. He even hid a camera in his own home so he could secretly videotape the woman who is now his ex-wife. The jig was up when Bruce was caught by neighbors while he was installing a camera in their shower. Police later discovered he'd also put a tiny camera on the toe of his shoe so he could go shopping malls and make what are now known as upskirt videos.
Right.
After pleading no contest, Bruce faces up to 10 years in prison. Quoting his lawyer, "I think it's evident he's a sex addict."
Yeah.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Is that so wrong, Buzz?
No.
No, please, no. I love it when you end the newscast with a sympathetic figure who we can all relate to.
Absolutely. Camera on the toe.
And you're free of that, man. Well, that reminds me, tomorrow, we got to go to a website account. FreeJohnGotti.com.
All right. There you go.
It is a fantastic website.
I know you're a big believer in that.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
I'm caller 100.
Right, you're damn right. What's your name, my friend?
Steve.
Steve?
Yes, sir.
Steve, where you from?
Spokane.
Steve, you won the Hannibal Prize Pack. Go see the movie Hannibal, courtesy of MGM Universal at AMC Theaters, but wait, there's more. You've also won a box of Lucky Charms cereal.
Right on.
That's right. We're giving away boxes of cereal. Happy St. Patrick's Day from General Mills. Thank you for listening, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Beautiful KFAB Radio out in Spokane. We got to go. See you tomorrow with the all-new episode. Tomorrow, the guy who burned his hands on Survivor will be here, Mike, and also a multi-girl sex show for Rob Spiewak's birthday.
Yay.
That'll be live on the air with a special guest recipient. You'll hear all about it tomorrow. And news on our breast enlargement show tomorrow, including, well, should I say this already? I already know someone who's entered.
Really?
I do. Someone who works here.
Really? Someone works on this show?
Yep.
Well, way to go, Lisa.
Thank you and good night, Buzz.
Thank you and good night, Don.
Thank you, good night, Mike.
Thank you, good night, Don.
She really wants to enter.
Wow.
Robbie. Yes. Throw your Santa Claus hat in the air. Like Sidney Tyler Moore. You might just make it after all. All right, boys. See you in Frederick in about an hour. Bye-bye.
So we meet again. This is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.